So, when last we left our party, a week ago, we had sallied forth into Moonstone Hall. Moonstone Hall being a, just super fantastic place for a group of people who thoroughly enjoy Strog murder, because it has presented us with, that, on a great scale, a whole lot of it. And after spending some time down there, killing the hell out of a wide assortment of Trogs, some of their priests, their mages, their leadership, some massive hulking mutant ones, eventually, attrition got the best of us. And as the Circus of Wayward Wonders found their supplies running low, their magics exhausted, they faced with a strange... I'm still going to go with Nightmare Chameleon. I don't think there's really not a better way to describe the thing that we found than Nightmare Chameleon, which forced us to retreat for the time being. And after a definitely heroic, otherwise very much questionable action from Zerg, which drew the ire of some of the group and got him a stern talking to from the party mom that I still think is hilarious that it is a gnome rogue. A gnome rogue thief.
I thought I was going to be the wild card, but here I am being the straight man.
You never could have imagined your life turning out this way.
No.
You would all
It's the best way possible.
It is, actually. I am infinitely amused by it. You left Moonstone Hall, headed back up to the streets of Escadar, and back out to your campground. Back out to the circus tent where, with the passage of the day, the big top canvas at least had started to come down, leaving the greater of the posts, the staking, and the smaller bits either in the ground or laying about where they are to make it much more easy to set up for another show. And as you fucking limped back, I believe Barkbeard literally has a single hit point.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
I think it was dragging some of his limbs behind him. A bunch
I
of
don't
his
know
own.
if that limb is, I think I may have to wait for a new limb to attach. I might be like one-armed for a little while.
Yeah, I know the city guard
You can
was like, we can look you over, and I told him to fuck off. I was like, no, I want to live with
We put the arm on and we wrap it up and it grows back in. That's how plants work.
Right.
That is true.
That is actually how, unironically, how plants work.
We just splice you back into you.
Mm-hmm.
You made
Or we
your
could
way.
splice a different plant into me.
What if you just put a
Like
bit
an
of wizard
apple tree.
Leshy on you, and then you can get some magic going in there too? Is that how Leshy's multi-class?
Yeah, I'll
You
give
can
you my
splice
arm,
in
you give me
branches
yours.
of other Leshies with different areas of expertise.
I give you my arm, you give me yours.
Deal.
Sorcerer monks.
Oh, boy.
You met back with your friends. You would certainly have what would probably be a couple of hours of being tended to by Tulip, Arabus, whoever was there to help with, of course, the professor checking in to make sure no one was in the, danger of immediate death syndrome. But largely, how much do you fill the circus in on what's going on at Moonstone Hall, first of all? Because, I don't believe you've really told anyone but your friends here the specifics of what you're after.
Yeah, no, we haven't, and we're not going to. We just, killing stuff. Doing a job for the city guard.
So then your day would pass largely without incident. Possibly some questionable looks from those of your allies who may imagine there could be possibly more to this, but the traveling circus is a loose family. Nobody, not asking questions is number one. Everyone's got their own things going on. Everyone's got their own backgrounds, and, you did literally just hire a bunch of rat alchemists and, Blue.
Yes.
Everyone's got their own backgrounds. You'd spend the afternoon getting your things together, tending to your wounds. And I believe I'm going to bring this up because I've got a big, slowly growing list of things that you guys haven't identified over here that is almost entirely alchemical items. Do any of you have any interest? Do any of you have the ability to identify alchemy? Does anybody have alchemist tools? Because you have recently made some alchemist friends.
Well, someone gave me alchemist tools.
Yep. It is true. I have done that.
Ara.
I'm expert in crafting.
Oh, so you could put this all together then. You could finally start to hack away at this. Because you have stuff literally from the Druid's Hermitage that I have on here that is still unidentified. So do you want to do me a favor? And just roll me one craft check, and I'm just going to apply it down the list to identify whatever it's capable of identifying. Because we got a backlog to get through here.
Boop. When you have me roll craft checks, I don't roll anything.
It's nothing. He identifies nothing. Our, has gotten some new alchemical toys to play with here to start investigating what this is again. He's just been given them, and
He also gets distracted very easily.
well, yeah, what's going on, Ara? What's going on over there? Are you bored, or like, did you get distracted, or?
I'll start working on one, and I put it down and go to the next without even figuring anything else. I just, yeah.
Just enjoying the little bubbling reactions and the colors that come out of these sometimes. Possibly finding an avenue of entertainment here, much akin to what Sniggles likes in her alchemy. But with what's available of the afternoon, Ara would not identify a single thing. You would have a heap of these things
We
in here.
could actually ask Sniggles. Or not, that's fine too. We can just not know.
I feel like Sniggles wouldn't give us a straight answer.
Better
Oh, well,
than the no answer that Aura has given us.
That is true.
Why are you
You've-
watching
you've-
me?
You've got me there.
we
Well,
were
they know you have all the
curious.
things and haven't given them any results, so I mean...
It makes me nervous.
It's okay. Performance anxiety is, I hear, coming.
Yeah. Where's Sniggles?
Sniggles and the rest of the rats will have been staying in the nearby cave, the one that you would have cleared out from the Barghest and the pack of dominated wolves that seem to control. They would have taken up the entry to that area, as they found it kind of more to their liking than the actual campground or wagons, and besides, there's only really so much space. They just feel a little more comfortable kind of at arm's length. It's not like it's terribly far away, it just takes like a minute to walk over there. But you'd know where to find the rats.
I'm tired. I don't want to walk that far.
I guess I'll head over there. I like these rats.
Oh yeah, I'll head up to the rats.
there you come.
Nothing like a romantic walk through the fields. I appreciate your company, as always.
It's not the kind of appreciation that I like.
And you would come with this bag or arms laden with random potions and objects and just alchemical implements that you've found throughout your adventures into the cavern with Sniggles, Lish, and Colin. And as they see you've brought them all these various potions, Sniggles, always just kind of on the edge of excitement here, running her fingers together, kind of bouncing, still wearing the much more brightly colored purple vest and the green pinstripe pants that have been made up as part of her circus costume, that you're not positive she's taken off since you made them for her. Just kind of looking around, craning her neck, not coming any closer, but just watching from what angle she can as you approach. What are these?
These potions. Can you identify them?
They're mystery potions. Are these for the show? Are these gifts? Are they service? What is it?
They're
Well, they're
they're
mysteries.
fig-
We don't know yet.
yeah, we don't actually know what they are. So maybe
And,
they're things for the show, and maybe they're things for us.
Lish would kind of motion you over to him with a paw. Hey, come here. I can take a look at them. There's
Alright,
quite a few, though. Probably going to take me a better part of a day.
sweet. We'll come by sometime tomorrow and pick them up.
Sniggles is like craning over and around your shoulder as you're walking over, just trying to look through all the various clay pots and glass vials and smooth, tiny rocks and things that you've brought her. And as you lay it all out before Lish here, he points down to the pile of the smooth, egg-shaped stones that had come from the trap. That they were theirs. It was from their trap.
All right.
He just kind of went to the group of those. Did you see the wire coming up? I was wondering how we didn't hear you approach.
Oh, yeah, someone's very good at that, actually.
Sure. Wait. Have you guys not redone the wire?
I know, this is a different place.
Not the same place.
Oh.
Came down close to this cave.
Oh, I didn't even notice any wire.
Well, we've nothing to hide from now. Or part of your show. We had that set up in case any of the wolves or that monstrosity had
I
come
see.
through. But no, they're just thunderstorms. They're loud rocks. You toss them, they explode like bombs. Deafening crack. He would tell you that those are 6
Oh,
that
lesser
seems-
thunderstones that he had rigged up. And just kind of offhand,
Yeah,
you see, the idea was someone had tipped the wire and they'd come tumbling down the stairs, make a racket that'd wake a rodent from the dead. But, well,
I mean, 6 of them seems quite excessive.
it was. He'd let us know and hopefully scare off any wolves or monsters who came knocking. Well, take them. It might help you out for whatever it is you're doing. We don't really need him anymore. A little too volatile for circus use that we can think of. And Sniggles kind of
True.
look at it. Well, they could we could use them like fireworks. They're not visible. They're not loud and colorful, but or bright and colorful. They're loud. They're very loud. They're very, very, very loud.
How does it make thunder?
You throw it. And she reaches down to take one, and Lish just slaps her hand. No, not in the cave. Well,
Only this Stormlord can make thunder.
it's
Or maybe they have harnessed some of the thunder. You never know.
Wait, what about any druid that isn't specifically worshipping
Lish just cuts in the hand.
Goster?
It's not literal thunder. It's just that for the sound they make, it's ear shattering. It'll literally drive you deaf if you're too close to them when they land. Trust me.
Cool, well, these could be useful. I guess I could take like 2 of those if nobody else wants them.
I don't need the sound.
The rest
In
of
fact,
these, like I
prefer the
said,
opposite.
give me a day. I'll look through them, see what I can do, and let you know what you got here. It's an interesting assortment of things as he picks up the crystal vial in one hand and what is basically a small clay pot in the other. How long have you been carrying these?
A while. They've had some of them before I was even here.
I think the answer is anything between long and too long.
I'll get working on them in the morning.
Thumbs up.
So, did you have you found any other neat things? Did you find anything useful? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Killing crocs.
Killing crocs, crocodiles.
Yeah.
Other crocodiles.
Yeah, crocodiles. There's crocodiles in the sewers.
Crocodiles in the sewers.
There's
You go to sewers?
crocodiles
Why'd you go
in-
to sewers?
Because we had a job from the guard.
We work for the guards. I thought we worked for the circus.
We do.
Circus guards?
What?
The guards are crocodiles?
The guards
And Lish-
aren't crocodiles.
Lish like physically reaches up and pulls back on Sniggles's vest and like drags her down to sitting. If you indulge her, the questions never stop.
What's
Like,
the
I'm
alternative?
sure you
Just
got
ignoring
stuff
her?
to do, and we won't hold you. Come find us tomorrow afternoon. I'll have these sorted for you, hopefully.
Will do.
Sniggles is still just craning her neck, trying to just look over everyone, any kind of, well, interesting things you may be carrying. Seemingly endlessly curious about your adventures. But with that, your alchemical items finally, hopefully, being identified tomorrow. And all of you patched up with an evening's rest, ready to start out a new adventure as the weekend begins on a nice star day morning. Is there anything that anyone wanted to investigate or head off to before you make your way back down to Moonstone Hall?
I think I'm good. I just want to heal up and then head back down.
If there was,
some-
I
get-
forgot.
Get to some truck killing.
Get to some trog killing. I'm sure Zerg at least is 100% on board with that. So fairly early on in the morning, after your preparations, your morning meal, readying your magics, the group of you would make your way back down once more to Moonstone Hall. And
As
you would
soon as
arrive. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
As soon as we're back down, I cast Longstrider again.
Gotta get the feet going. Get the speed.
Can you
That's
cast
such
Longshot on anyone else?
No, just me.
And you all would be at full health from
Nice.
being tended to by Tulip and Arbus throughout the afternoon. And beyond that, with that reflection you've received from the Aeon Stone back atop the tower, your wounds heal fantastically quickly. Notably quickly. Just a single night's rest, and even cuts that have been bandaged up have all but disappeared, leaving you almost completely pristine after a single night. As you arrive down here, somewhat interestingly, everything looks exactly as it was left. Would you have left? We didn't actually cover this. You left via the front door. Great, you didn't all clamber out of windows to leave the atrium. Did you leave open the front door to leave? Because you never opened it up until that point. And the front door would, in fact, still be open as you left it, showing the atrium still very much strewn with the dead bodies of trogs. Your light even showing that the massive trogs in the chapel beyond had not been disturbed or moved either. If anyone has
Feels like
been
home.
here, they didn't bother cleaning up.
I'll cast light on Treebeard. You can have
Yeah,
his
I
light
actually-
privilege bed.
Oh, right, because I had it on you because he lost his light privileges for running away.
Yep.
let me move that back over. I was like, I'm pretty sure I already have that. Oh, wait. You got banned.
Yep.
There you go.
You didn't get banned.
So, on the list of things I have discovered recently, it does not yet. A lot of cantrips level up in ways that I did not expect and that I did not realize until people had pointed out actually via comments on YouTube on our adventures. Things like Detect Magic and Read Aura as cantrips are actually doing new things as they automatically scale up with you as you level. And
Right. Hasn't come up with light yet.
yeah, it doesn't yet. And until you get access, if you get access to 4th level spells, your light will almost double in size.
Well, it's just hiding, right? Like it's just based on. Is it based on? It's based on you, right? It just levels with your
I think it's
tradition.
based
Right.
on
So
the-
if whatever is giving you, I'm assuming, is it your gnome magic that gives you light, or is it your archetype?
That one is my archetype.
So if your archetype gives you access to 4th level spells, your cantrips would all automatically heighten to 4th level. And 4th level light is basically daylight from Pathfinder
Yeah.
1. It's 60. It actually like fucktuples in size. It goes
Triples.
from it goes from 40 to 120. So it will become a massive beacon of light. I don't know if or when that will happen to you, but Detect Magic and Read Aura were the two
Long time from now.
that I realized, because whoever is the Detect Magic, dare I say bitch, in the party, with your 3rd level
Rude.
Detect Magic, you do actually start learning the school of magic that you're detecting. It's not just magic yes, no anymore. And when you hit your next level and you get 4th level spells, it will give you a direction too, leading into being able to use Read Aura quite easily.
Meat.
Anyway,
I'm the bitch, so
Well, you said
your
it.
bitch duty magic now at least gives you a school. You all arrive at the front gates, and I assume heading back in to see the devastation still wrought throughout the atrium here. Where are you headed?
before we go in any further, does anyone have torches?
I think we have a.
Because I never
don't we have
replaced. I burnt all the torches I had.
Zarek, don't you have a torch that's the torch that creates no heat? Isn't that a thing? It comes with a cap. Or is
I
that
have
a thing
this.
that did you not? I kind of thought you did. It was a forever torch that came with a clap, and we thought we could hit people with it, but then we figured out it was also fire. No, it must have been a figment of
Pats
my
himself down. I've got nothing. I do not need light, though. I can smell these things. Smells like
Drug?
future corpses.
Well,
I think
these
they
are
are
current
already
corpses,
corpses.
actually. You are literally surrounded by corpses right now.
They're gonna be corpses in the future too.
This is true. Well, I guess we'll have to get a torch. Let me see. Do I have any torches on me? Does anybody have any torches in here? I do not. I did it here.
I don't have any
Okay.
torch.
I can glow lights now. I could be
You
torch.
can glow light.
I'll spread my arms in like a divine pose. I am the light.
You
I
are my
mimic
light.
Selwyn and I do the same thing, but then I start glowing because I'm gonna cast light on myself.
All right, not to be upstage, I'll cast light on me.
Make me change all the frickin' dynamic lighting things.
Everybody's got light now.
Well, no, because that takes it
Oh,
off Barkbeard. Barkbeard goes out.
I'll put
There you go.
and after the joke is done, I'll put it back on Barkbeard.
God damn it, Cinder!
Wow. Monster.
I do, in fact, have 5 torches in my pack, but since I have this light on me anyway, I don't see how it's necessary.
Oh, give me one, please.
Oh, okay. Here's the torch.
I like the torch.
Alrighty.
All right,
We've been plunged into darkness one too many times, and it's never fun. The dark is scary.
So 3 of you illuminated now with Ara, Arabis, and Barkbeard all glowing. Well, Ara at least carrying a torch in his hand now.
Zug's gonna hold Barkbeard like a lantern.
Ah, perfect. Not that heavy.
Not the first time we've done this.
Perfect. Well, where are we off? Where are we off?
well, we had a way up, didn't we? We've kind of searched everything down here.
All right, the spiral staircase. That was where I wanted to go originally, I'll have you know. Not trying to, say that I have the best ideas, but it sounds like I have pretty good ideas. Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna form you into this travel nugget here because it's easier to
Yeah.
drag you around.
Travel
You know what changed a good idea to a better idea, Barkbeard?
Time.
I was gonna say timing, but you're close. Acceptable.
Well, with trees, time is just a matter, I guess. I have told you before that, patience is the nature of trees. So basically what you're saying is I'm a genius.
So is
I
your,
accept
No, because you can also go too late.
That's like saying I'm a genius. That's not true.
You are very smart, Ara.
Right?
No.
Yes, Arbis is, yes, quite. I agree.
as
Grey
you're
White
heading,
it's all about instilling false hope in people.
I'm not
I've
instilling false hope in anyone, Selwyn. It's very smart.
So how did they get him in here?
he's
Well,
squeezed.
maybe he was born in here and grew in here and never left.
He's not a tree.
So what that does bring me to the question: what are you all doing as we travel through the temple here?
Well,
The
on-
usual
once-
Selwyn Sneeko,
Once these idiots shut up, I'll put down my mask and start sneezing.
Arbis. Arbis, what are you usually doing? Usually looking, or
I'm usually looking around. just
Barkbeard's usually looking.
curiously.
Zerg hoping to fight Trogs, and
I mean, if
Ara.
we're going up this stairwell, I could go first and I could have my shield out.
okay. So you got your shield raised. Arbis is going to be seeking.
What is
And-
happening right now?
I'm trying to get everyone in range so I can move you intelligently, which is a difficulty. What are you doing, Ara?
Casting my favorite spell, Detect Magic.
So with you casting Detect Magic, as you're passing through the area here, before you actually get here, please remain in the nugget for the time being. Before you actually get here, as you pass through this central chapel, and as you make your way somewhat close to this altar, you would actually get a ping of magic. Your Detect Magic would start picking up an aura of... Hold on, let me double check. An aura of conjuration.
I'm gonna actually start walking towards the Arbis. Arbis,
What? Oh,
I need your help finding something over here.
okay. I will follow.
None of you would be able to see the pulse of magic emanating out from Aura start to tinge a little bit black with the school that it's picking up here. And yeah, you guys can move around. And Arbis, what are you doing?
I will read the aura in the direction of where he is magic detecting.
His magic detection is
Aura.
kind of just the area as a whole. He's not getting a direction, really, just that there's something somewhat nearby and something strong of, and I was actually wrong, it would be purplish aura of necromancy. I assumed it was conjuration. That's what happens when you assume. You're wrong 100% of the time.
Oh, it's
An ass.
necromancy. Even
An
worse.
ass, assuming
John
makes an
gave
ass
us
out of
number
you.
wrong.
Never
so
right.
I'm probably looking for objects and such in the
Is it-
area. Probably this thing, right? This thing in
Yeah.
a circle here.
Do you, Ara, you climb up there to take to get closer as you're just kind of moving your aura around.
Yeah.
And again, you would all see something very much akin to what had happened to Zerg. As he mounts the steps up onto this dais, a whirling, almost vortex of different phantasmal images, different faces warping through as a spectral minister appears behind the dais. His face torn and distorted, as you hear fervent exhortations and condemnations directed towards Ara and his heresy. I need you to make me a will save.
I did nothing wrong.
Well,
Dice will decide your fate.
What is that? An 8 on the die? I'm actually gonna go ahead and use a session re-roll.
mm,
Hmm?
mm,
Hmm?
Yeah.
You have to do it before you
Yeah.
know if it succeeds.
Oh no!
Oh, if it's a mental effect, it's an 18.
It is not. It's a divine and necromancy effect.
Hmm.
But as this appears, Ara, you feel overwhelmed by this energy, this whirl of spirits. And though it disappears as quickly as it arrives, leaving the days blank and forsaken, this draw on you is going to leave you fairly well drained. You are actually going to be drained 2.
Neat.
Which is going
You know,
to
of all the
reduce
reactions,
your max health by 12. And also give you a -2 to any constitution-based things like fortitude saves.
Um,
And in the blink of an eye almost, this happens and is gone, leaving the room as barren and quiet as it was before.
Are you okay?
I feel great.
Should-
He would look
Okay.
almost a little paler, like some of the color had been stolen out of his wooden flesh,
Potato.
out of his potato.
you look like you hit awesome all of a sudden.
Blanched potato now.
And I fall over immediately.
Are you still feeling great, or is that a momentary thing?
I just drag him off the edge of this thing. Yeah, okay.
I mean, he's very small and weighs basically nothing. I mean, even you could pretty easily lift him up. He's like a baby. Like, in a wide assortment of ways.
So first of all, why? Why will you step out and die?
Well, he's out right now. Can't answer you, someone.
He doesn't
Are you
breathe.
just asking yourself?
No, I mean I'm asking him. I'm looking down.
I mean, it also didn't seem to affect Zerg at all, so I had kind of assumed that the danger was gone.
I just-
or
I think
that there
nothing
wasn't any
hurts
danger.
Zerg.
I just assume that whatever divine presence protects Zerg, it is beyond us mere mortals.
I think it may be this thing.
Maybe it totally works. Maybe it totally works on Leshy's. I mean, Ara is, a fine specimen of a little sapling, and I don't know. Maybe it just is.
How
Maybe it
well
just
would it
doesn't like
work that I
this.
point down? I point down to him.
Hmm?
Clearly, it's not protecting him nearly as well.
Yes. Well, I guess. Yeah. Well, this
there any-
place is seems.
Is there any kind of medical? I mean, I saw him get hit. He's laying there. He's kind of
You
with
can
a
make
quick
me.
look over.
You can make me a medicine check, just kind of quickly, basically it's just the 2 action medicine check to kind of try and diagnose him and see like what has happened.
Okay.
Augmented perhaps with your own aura reading abilities.
I diagnose you with Moronia. It's uncurable.
27.
You can tell that he has had his like a portion of his soul like almost drained away. His actual the manifestation of his spirit, that is life, and it's fairly severe. It's not something that's going to go away without some powerful magic or several days of resting.
Well, if it's his soul that has been taken a little bit, then we'll just have to find who has taken his soul. And then it shouldn't be too much problem. We'll just, put it back in. I mean, that's how Leshy's work anyways. I mean, I feel like he just, somewhere along the way, some of it got stolen.
Well, would I have any idea on how to treat that based on that?
Not unless you have a spell that says it removes the drained condition.
Oof. Anyways, I stand back up.
Do you continue detecting magic?
Yeah.
So as you stand back up and cast the spell again, you still detect an aura of necromancy is the most powerful one nearby. This emanation coming from you, your detection still radiating a faint purple.
It's still magical.
I don't need to step up there to read the aura.
No,
I?
radar is like a 30-foot range. You can do it from a distance.
Well, let me do that from a distance then. On this thing.
So reading aura up on the pulpit, you actually don't detect anything. There appears to be no magic whatsoever on either the pulpit nor the dais it's set upon, where this vortex, where this whirling soul had appeared. And with your individually checking over, it's really only the objects there, the dais, the area above it, and the pulpit that you can see. You don't get much of anything. Alright, while you were up there, you had seen that, it is your standard pulpit. There is a space in the back for, like holy books and texts and just storage. And if you were to move around it, keeping kind of back towards the wall free as you could see that there is an open space up top that is a book sitting in it. Your read aura would detect that also as non-magical. But there is a drawer, a shelf underneath that.
Oh. There might be something in the drawer.
Do we have any ways of reaching something without going towards it?
I can summon another Leshy and send them. Or I can go get it.
You should not go up there
Hang
again.
on, Neff still didn't make a freaking Leshy token.
Well,
Zerg immediately runs to the nearest door and kicks it open. Inexplicably and very suddenly.
Every door in this room is already open.
Just looking for.
All right, well, I'll run up to a door and just kind of look through it, like I'm expecting to catch something.
He closes it and then kicks it.
Look up quickly,
Yeah,
peering through the darkness here. You can literally close it behind you and then boot it back open.
I'll look up at Sark. What you doing there, buddy?
Oh, I can totally use the old temporary Barkbeard token as your summon, Leshy. That's just really
Hey!
She said there was something at the door.
No, something in the drawer.
The drawer.
And I'll point to the drawer on the dice.
Maybe
Oh.
not quite.
I knew this.
All right, friend.
Oh, are you
Let's
summoning?
just
I was just making it so I could if you wanted to. If you're actually doing it, here you go.
I don't know if I want to.
Well, is there any way we could tie? Maybe we could lasso this thing with a rope and then yank it the whole thing off of the thing. I
It
don't
does
know.
not appear. It's like it's a wooden pulpit up on top of this altar here. It's not like nailed to the ground. It is just a piece of furniture standing on the
Wait,
stone.
so we could actually
Right.
pull 2 ends of rope on top.
Quite,
and then just
yeah.
pull it off. Yeah.
That's a
Okay, perfect.
We
I'll go
could
around this
certainly
side.
do that,
You take
yes.
The other parts of the rope. I'll go over here, toss the other rope over, then we'll go like scooch, 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 and
As
try
you
and
kinda
pull it
just-
off.
Gooch it.
Scooch it across the stone floor and probably just bang it down the steps. You end up dragging this thing onto the ground at the foot of the steps, where the book is now laying against what was the front of this, and the drawer is ripe for the pickings here.
Vandals. I open it up and take if there's anything inside.
Inside the drawer, there would
You're
be
the
a
vandal.
couple of things. A scroll, a very finely made and still well-preserved parchment, tied with a narrow gilded twine, and a string of beads. What appears to be a necklace, possibly of some kind, but not quite big enough to get over a person's head. A little large and loopy for a bracelet. Of large, round, gold and silver beads. The largest and centered of which with that same symbol of Heroism, the winged eye on the front, and other iconography of the faith going down the lesser beads around to where it links up in the back. It doesn't have a clasp or anything to come apart. The book sitting in there itself is leather bound and appears to be a holy book of prayers and rituals honoring Heroism.
All right. So what part of this is not lame?
Someone. Here's a
There's
cool
nothing
book.
Right. Yeah, but where's the magic?
It's probably this.
Oh.
I'll hold up the scroll.
Damn.
With your
That's what it was
magic
cool.
arbus you're reading are on these.
Yep.
The book would appear to be non-magical, though the length of beads and the scroll both would be.
Ooh, length of beads.
With the beads.
Has anybody got read magic?
Huh.
Nobody has
We
ability to use
almost had a
scrolls to
whole
spell.
party.
So the scroll appears to clearly be a magical scroll, a spell in written form, but without read magic, you've got no way to determine what it is. And the prayer beads themselves would take some time to identify. The book, while non-magical, is fairly well made and looks to be quite old. It's probably pretty valuable. Selwyn, I would say, is probably the most likely to have some general fence-related knowledge of the party.
Ooh,
As
I
you
mean,
flip through it and kind of realize what it is and just how rare this might be, this book is probably worth 75 gold.
Sorry, I'm writing the whole name. Book of 75 gold. Hot diggity.
That's fair.
Diggity. Well,
Well,
Yeah.
cool.
well, neat.
Very curious about this scroll, but
I'll shrug.
I am.
Imagine being able to read. That would be weird.
I feel like this is one of those because you're both. You're
Yeah.
druid's prep. Do you know your whole spell list as a druid?
yeah, and I don't have access
Okay.
to read magic.
Wait,
Unless
you,
it's-
do you seriously not? It's not
If
all.
is it a cantrip? Because it's not.
It's
in
a cantrip. It must be all. Surely it's all traditions.
Uh-uh.
No. There's no way. There's literally no way. There's actually no way.
Read magic is in the
Oh, isn't that
spellbook.
a thing anymore?
No.
Oh, you can just identify the scroll. Oh, okay. They took that
Oh.
out entirely. This is literally the first scroll we've had in all second edition. Holy crap, these are rare
No,
now.
we had a couple
we've had a
that
few.
actually added spells to my list.
I
From.
guess I just forgot between then and
Yeah.
now. Yeah, if anybody has the spell on their list, you could. It's not read magic anymore. You can just read it natively. But we have several primal casters, and I don't believe this spell is on anybody's list.
Haha, awesome.
We have 2 primal casters and 1 cult.
You are a
I'm primal.
cult?
I'm a
Selwyn
bard. What the
can
fuck do you
read it.
mean?
I actually forgot you had anything more than just gnomish magic.
Yeah. Okay, so I can read it. Sweet.
Selwyn actually would be able to identify it as a scroll of heroism.
Hmm.
Well, I'm
Which is a pretty neat spell. It is pick a person. You give them +1 to attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, perception checks for 10 minutes.
What kind of
Oh.
bonus?
Status.
Hmm.
Neat.
But
Sweet.
with that, your detect magic would not. It would no longer pick up on anything in the room that you didn't already know about. It would seem everything here is largely accounted for. And then, after the world's greatest distraction,
Travel
we
nugget.
can continue back onto the staircase over here in travel nugget form.
Trademarked.
And you would ascend this spiraling, fairly wide spiral staircase up a surprising distance. The stairs making it somewhat relatively slow going, as they've been worn near perfectly smooth by countless footsteps heading up and down over centuries. And as you reach the top of this, you would see a small, what looks almost like it was just a bell tower. That appearance aided by an enormous cracked bronze bell up maybe 8 feet above the ground, just high enough for anyone to walk over comfortably, and the partially collapsed stone ceiling above it kind of buckling under the weight of this thing as it's hung here for generations. The air in the room itself almost kinds to warp and shimmer a bit, and it is surrounded, as you can see, by massive tangles of thick cobweb stretching across all of the walls up into the ceilings and just becoming a massive netting arching upon the roof. Oddly, as you come up and look towards these cobwebs, you can't really seem to focus in on any one particular cluster or group of them without them seeming to almost wave and shimmer out of sight. The strands are near impossibly thin. And to your right, as you reach the top of these stairs and enter the room, there is what is clearly the desiccated corpse of a Zolgath hanging against the eastern wall, suspended by a massive wrapping of these webs. And that's literally on the
I
map right
hate
here.
spiders.
Well, that does
what's
seem
the-
rather suspicious.
What's the room made out of?
Stone.
It's mostly stone.
It's almost entirely stone.
Oh,
There
not
is
spiders.
a door a little to the northern edge here that leads further onward.
Can I just throw my torch in the biggest cluster of cobwebs?
I mean, you
If-
come up into the room. This is like a probably a 50-foot
You could-
spiraling staircase. It goes almost half the way, it seems, back up to the surface of Escadar.
If you'd like to pass it up, I could throw it in.
Just
Meh.
getting ready to throw this. If no one stops me.
Throw it.
Burn the
Where's
spiders with impunity.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, the biggest single clump of spiders is probably the wrappings on the body, because it's an entire
Ugh.
body wrapped in them, but otherwise it's the ceiling in general. Probably
There's so many.
like 20 feet above you.
Well, if we do not disturb them, maybe they won't even bother.
Spiders are disgusting.
That's-
Hey, Arbus, how flammable are spider webs?
would I know how flammable spider webs are?
Nature
Be a
check, I
nature
guess.
check.
Okay, could do this. I could do this.
Of course you can. You're a nature
You are
woman.
literally a druid. This is the most you thing there's ever been.
17.
I mean, it doesn't take an actual
Yeah.
like grand wizard of knowledge to know that they are very, very, very flammable. Like spider webs are flammable almost on the level with the incredibly fine powder from the mill. Not enough to be like a flash explosion, but that like a touch of flame should vaporize them in an instant.
So a good fire, a produced flame up into the roof would set them alight.
You would also know that they are so flammable that it's almost to the detriment of what you want to do, because it wouldn't like catch and spread. It would sear away whatever it touched so quickly that the webs around it wouldn't have an opportunity to even catch.
I hate spiders.
Same.
Don't bother them. They won't bother us.
You say that.
You say that.
Do you remember outside the garden where those two spiders attacked us for no reason?
And Ara and Arabes are still on like the top of the stairs peering into the room here.
Do you remember? So you don't say the same thing about plants, right? If you don't bother them, they'll bother you.
Well, that was different. I got too close, and he was territorial, and he
Yeah.
attacked me.
I'm
So-
just saying.
Barkbeard
Spider
bothers
Man.
everyone.
Have you stopped detecting magic as you're looking, focusing on all this here, Ara?
Detecting it. I'm using it intermittently.
Because you absolutely would register. Hold on, dang it! I looked at it and I literally looked and instantly forgot. This would be the emanation turning a faint black of conjuration.
Hey, no one. There's conjuration magic up here. Conjuration magic somewhere.
Oh no, there's gonna be summoned spiders too, or spiders summoning other spiders. No.
You know, we're just standing in this room talking, drawing all the attention, and we
Well, I mean, we-
through.
Yeah?
You should go find the spiders.
No, we should leave them be. Continue on our way.
It looks like there's a door over here on my right.
That's where the
Find that
spiders are.
interesting.
Let's do it.
Is that a door over on my right?
That is a door, yes, right over here.
Okie dokie, well, prepare for the worst, you guys. I'm going to move over to the door.
The
So
worst
as
has
you
already
as you
happened. There's
go
spiders
to
in
move
here.
forward, having waited to see if anyone would trigger the trap to make their life and their ambush just a little bit easier, seeing that no one is taking the bait, you would see two large shapes shimmering into existence between Barkbeard and the door, and to the side of Zerg here.
Invisible
They are
spiders?
phantasmal, near invisible, barely coming into view as they lunge towards you.
Well,
You're
Zerg's
gonna
ready.
So Zerg is always ready.
It's always ready.
Zerg is just hovering. He literally only has his mouse on the initiative key.
Yeah,
He's
that's all
gonna
I do.
soak
I
and
sit
sleep
there
at all
waiting
times,
for
just
initiative.
waiting. Okay.
Why does it have to be spiders?
I know,
do
right?
this.
I should have fireballed the room.
Fireball room. Problem solved. Okie dokie. Add a turn. Add a turn. They got sick tokens too. Get my fee?
I don't like
Oh,
it. I don't
nice.
like it.
Don't want it.
No, no, that's like the face sucker from Alien. That ain't no
That's the
It
wet
does look
bits.
like a
They're
face
called
sucker
face
from Alien.
huggers,
Yeah, pretty
bro.
close.
I don't
Oh,
like the wet bits.
no.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So Spider Uno is coming in with a 21. Whoopsie, it's not a 321. A 21, and Spider Dos is coming in with a 30. This is a pretty high roll and a pretty low roll there. Spider Uno here is the southern spider, is going to be the first to react, and it a big boy. Its leg spread as it comes into view here could easily be 10, 12 feet across. The body of the thing is not particularly large, but the space it takes up is just massive. And as it appears next to you, there's no way it was hiding. This is blank space. There's nothing it could possibly have been hiding behind. But it kind of shimmers into existence in the space of half a second, fangs already lashing towards Zerg here from what almost literally seems nowhere. And it is going to bite towards Zerg. Big fangs coming in for a 26.
Yeah, that'll do it. Caught me by surprise, that one.
It was not ready. Deny advantage, you're not flat-footed. But, it is going to bite you for 12 points of piercing damage.
Now, that because I haven't had my turn yet, that doesn't trigger any of my shit, does it?
Right. I would say... So I look. The rule for getting reactions, if you haven't come up yet, is GM discretion. I would say given, this
Damage.
room, everyone's probably on edge enough that you would be ready to react. So I would let you take your reaction here.
Oh, excellent. Well, so what was it, 12 points of damage?
12 points of piercing damage.
I'll take that. And yeah, you knew what was coming.
You
knew
only got
what
one
was coming.
reaction. Oh, you have two. You have two. And as you erupt into a giant ape, this thing's fangs piercing into you, you feel a jet of poison spew forth. I need a fortitude save from you.
Ugh.
Good news, Monkey Boy. It's a good one.
24.
Did you get your 3D dice turned off? Because I didn't actually. Oh, there it goes. It was just really delayed for some reason. The 24. You are a large, beefy man, and though it burns a bit, that's about the worst of it. The spider then, with its fangs kind of over you, its body about as large as yours, it is going to kind of pull you in with its mandibles and grab hold of you. You're grabbed, and then it will attempt to continue to secure its hold, biting once more. This time, again for a 26.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got.
And-
I keep forgetting. Sorry, I've got 10 temporary health points. Right? From
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you would have taken 2 from the first hit, and you'll take 9 more points of piercing damage from this. They're not terribly damaging. Their fangs are like it's a big spider, but I mean it's not any bigger than like the things you fought outside the mill when the actual bitey bits. 9 points of piercing damage and another fortitude save for me.
Yep. So hang on, it was 2 from the first one.
Yep.
And then
2 of you
9
went
from the
through, and then
second?
9 from the second.
And then a fortitude. 32. Can't feel
Critically
shit.
Succeeds. There, he doesn't care. And it's now your turn, sir.
Yeah, most certainly is. I ain't thinking about shit. There ain't nothing else going on. Smash a spider. 17. That's a 17 for a smash.
Yeah, you're very caught off guard here. 17 is definitely not going to hit because its body is kind
How
of
about
up
this
and
one?
around you.
26.
26 will
Second roll.
definitely do it though.
So it's got me kind of grabbed. Zerg's usual 8-fist monkey bash is just hitting it in the back with a 23.
That's a pretty good
Damage.
hit, and you can see it seems to be relatively fragile, honestly, given how long and spindly it is. 23 doing a solid blow to it.
And Zerg ain't thinking Zerg be smashing. 23 on the third
23 will
attack
hit it
roll.
again.
13 on the third attack there.
13 damage.
You
13
keep
damage,
high
sorry,
rolling.
yeah.
Okay. I think roll 20 is chunking pretty hard. Yeah, there it goes. There come the dice.
There it goes.
Alrighty. So, before the second spider even shimmers into existence, before it even actually appears, a spray of the webs that are drawn all across and throughout the room appears out of nowhere, spewing forth from just in front of Barkbeard, a cascading, like the world's least enjoyable silly string, over Barkbeard, Zerg, Selwyn, and Ara, but you're going to have cover, so add a 2 to your reflex save. Arbus, you're far enough back down the stairs, it's not going to hit you, but I need a reflex save from you 4.
I will session reroll.
Myself as well.
Oh,
These are bad. Those are bad numbers.
there it
Much
is.
better.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay, everybody reroll,
I was gonna keep mine.
except
28.
Barkbeard. Okay, so
like, grab me.
The 3 of you in the back are able to evade it well enough, but Barkbeard, as this covers you, you are going to be immobilized, wrapped up in these webs, finding yourself unable to move from this square. It's going to kind of hold you where you are, but it's not going to really impede you fighting at all. Before another one of these huge spiders appears above you, lashing out with its fangs your direction.
Barkbeard never moves.
Joke's on you.
For-
I stay in one place.
For a 29.
29 will hit. I'm immobilized and just
Yeah.
did not expect it to pop out from me.
And that gives it a bit of a better angle on you, and given how small you are, it's going to eat 15 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to need a fortitude save.
Okay. 15. And
I almost
then
forgot the spider
42.
noises in the background. Well, how are we going to have this fight without spider noises in the background?
Natural 20. 33.
You can't poison a literal tree. And as it bites
Yeah, what
onto
do you think?
and sees how little of an effect that had, and well, how badly his friend is getting beat by a gorilla, it is going to kind of shimmer in, lashing its thorax bent underneath it. Spinnerets pointed out where this web had emanated from. Bite down, and then just as quickly as it appeared, fade back out, disappearing entirely. Barkbeard.
I am going to root down into the ground through the webs and almost use the webs as to help myself kind of grip down into the floor. And then I'm going to. Does it seem? They don't seem to be like moving at all. They just seem to be fading in and out.
I mean, they're moving and they're like attacking and fighting, but neither of them seem to have really crawled anywhere. No, they're just kind of appearing and disappearing in a near immediate kind of scintillating, almost like a heat haze.
Okay, so one action I'm going to get into mountain stance. Second action, I'm going to raise my shield. And then third action, I will ready a flurry of blows.
Prepare yourself. All right, Selwyn.
Yes, that is me. Well, I am going to step. And with my new and improved attack modifier that I definitely didn't forget, increased to expert.
Didn't realize he became an expert in melee
No,
weapons.
don't tell him!
Oh no! Not like this.
You son of a bitch, why would you do this to me? I will try to stab this thing in front of me, using Circus cover. It's having him wide mandibles. I ain't having that. 22 on his flat-footed.
22 is going to hit his flat-footed.
For 18 points of damage.
All right, a solid slice will probably sever the nearest leg off cleanly. They're very thin. They're only about as big around as your arms, Gnome.
No.
Very spindly.
And I will try that again. Cut off some more legs, hopefully. For a 31 against the flat-footed.
Yeah, 31 is going
No.
to critically hit.
Yo.
And the thing that's holding Cirque, I cut that down, like releasing him entirely. And then with the second blade, I cut off its eyes. Like, cut through the eyes, and it goes down.
Leaving this thing a desiccated corpse on the ground. And Zerg, of course, you are no longer grabbed. Arabus.
When that other spider sprayed the web all over, is that on the floor here?
It's a weirdly thin, ethereal blast of web. And what's around Barkbeard doesn't even look like it's thick. It looks like this incredibly thin, shimmering web that's everywhere. There's probably some across the floor, but it's barely even visible. It's far from like a net or a matting across the ground.
Okay.
And Selwyn seemed to step through where it had blasted perfectly fine.
True. All right. I'm gonna move up behind Zerg, who I saw take a bite from this thing, and I'm gonna pull
He
out
looks
my.
like he's chilling. He's just
He's
not
chilling.
like those things barely pierced his flesh.
He did take a bite though, and I worry about my big monkey friend, and pull out my healer's kits, and can I treat poison? I mean, it's a spider bite.
You can actually. It is two actions. So with the other two actions, you can absolutely attempt to treat him with a. It's actually only one action, with a medicine check, to give him bonuses to his fortitude save against any poisons he's experiencing.
All right.
Give me a medicine check.
That's a gross one. 16.
Yeah, with a 16, you tend to him quickly, but doesn't really
Sit still. I'm
visibly
trying to
have
look
much
at the
effect.
wound.
At least have one action left.
I'm thinking.
Uh-oh. His internet's dying.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Well, as you say there you go, but his camera's still frozen and I don't really hear him.
A good face,
Oh.
too.
We have
You?
frozen on a perfect frame. We'll come back to him. Ara.
Um,
Oh no.
I'm going to move right here. Not here. Here.
Okay.
And ready action to cast Elemental Toss as soon as the spider reappears.
Okay.
Because it's a
Preparing
single action
yourself.
spell. Prepare yourself.
Shimmy looks like he's still fighting his internet. This spider is no longer alive. Zerg. Uh-oh.
That'd be
Cameras.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
He like really died.
He disconnected entirely. All right, I can
look, I'm half Ara.
I can fix
What?
this. It's just difficult. Hold on. Give me like
Who's...
1 second to repair this real quick, like. Give me 1 moment.
The world is ending.
I was having before it disconnected.
Join the call on the backup phone. Okay, and then can I have Colby and Mono reset their cameras real quick?
Oh, that's the feels good about always being here early. I never have to do this shit.
Yeah, it's the people on the back end that need it. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, Gusta. That'll just be a black screen for now. Anyway, Zerg.
Yes. I can't see this other one. Is it visible?
No.
Then Zerg's gonna run. Well, I can't see any enemies. That's kind of the thing with Rage. There's no enemies that I can perceive.
Yeah, there would be no
but
enemies
can
you
I-
can perceive right now.
Does that mean I involuntarily fall out of Rage? I can't perceive enemies.
I think you'd still notice, like,
Yeah,
you saw the spider,
there's
right?
I did
probably
take
still
damage.
a spider here. Yeah, you saw it. I mean, you would have saw it out of the corner where I attacked Barkbeard and recede. So you know there's still danger. I don't think that's gonna force
Okay.
you out of your rage.
Then Zerg is gonna move up to
Like
here.
rules is written, it probably does, but that's stupid.
Okay. And is gonna blindly swing at this corner here.
All right, just beat the corner. So give me a flat check first, which is just a d20, because if it's below 11, you just miss from concealment, whether or not there's something there. So then you can give me an attack roll.
23 at the wall corner.
23 is you pound punching, swinging through that corner, your fists winging through these webs that do an amazing job of slowing and holding you, even though they seem to be so fine. But you don't connect with anything more solid than that.
Move, attack.
Got one left.
So I've attacked over here. I guess I'll take a swing over here.
All right, give me that flat check.
Flat check. 15.
Okay, that's good. And then give me the second attack.
29.
29, you're still swinging. You're still finding nothing. But near immediately after your fists pound down there, the spider shimmers back into existence exactly where you were swinging. And that's going to trigger some reactions. Ara was just hovering that button. I've never seen a man more ready. A gout of
Look
flame.
how well it went.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Maybe you just have to, you had to ready all of your elemental tosses.
Yeah, you
I
have to
have a
have
torch this time. I have a torch this time, so I just take the fire from the torch and throw it.
And that gives you two, Barkbeard. As you are
Alright,
ready
alright.
for it, you get a chance to backhand this before it gets the bite.
Do I also get an attack of opportunity that it's moved into the square?
It did not move into the square.
Okay.
So no, it appears already kind of attacking. It's never a lapse in its guard.
Okay, well, my first one, I was surprised. It actually spooked me that it came back so fast exactly where Zerg had punched. And then the second one I hit, but I'm still a little bit caught off guard.
The second one
I
does
don't know,
land it,
forget.
yeah. It does land. For 8 points of damage. And yeah, as you see it appear here, it doesn't appear like its legs are still splayed out. It's still... Oh, send me back. Hold on. Let me, oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hey, am I back?
Hey, Shenmue.
Hey.
Don't worry, we're just roasting a spider. It's okay.
Oh,
Did you make it?
that's
Did
good.
you live?
I think so. There was some serious thundering happening outside. The Storm Lord showed up. He's upset at me for something.
All right. I'm going to need...
He's ruining your day. How strange.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Sir, can you,
It's like he's
or
not on
Mono,
your
can you turn
side.
the camera off and back on again? That's the only way they reordered them. I wish I could just drag you guys around.
It would be
Alright, there we go.
simple. Good. Okay.
I think we
Yeah, life is
are
rough.
Shinmu causing all sorts of trouble.
solid.
Everything
Please
blew
do.
up.
Man, the magic of learning how to use studio mode in OBS makes my life so much easier. Anyway, as it appears here, it's not moving. It's not walking. It's not coming into existence, coming towards you. It's planted. It's stable. And it's turned its fangs almost biting down sideways towards Zerg. And where it appears, it is where Zerg had swung, where it most certainly should have connected. But there was nothing there when his fist had passed through just a split second ago. And its fangs are going to lurch towards Zerg for 32.
Hang on. I lose an AC when I rage. That is exactly 10 above.
And so, seemingly incensed by your attacks to swing through it here, possibly just self-defensive. It's a good thing they don't hit particularly hard. Roll 20 is also pooping really hard, and if this doesn't roll in about 2 seconds, I'm just going to manual roll it. It's going to be one of those days. Appreciate you for bearing with us, chat. Yep, just getting manual rolled. It's going to hit you for 30 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Yikes.
And then I need you to make me a fortitude save.
16.
Why does your roll go through? My roll didn't go through. This is crap.
It's probably your internet.
So its fangs finally burying successfully into you. Oops, that's not the symbol I wanted. Burying into you, this poison, instead of kind of spraying across you, gets injected deep. It's got a bigger monkey to set into now, and you are going to feel this searing pain through you. And you are clumsy 1, which is going to reduce your AC further. Anything else that's based on dexterity. And you're going to take an additional 2 points of poison damage before, again, the spider wavers back out of existence. Barkbeard.
I am, I guess, same thing. I guess I will, I can, raise my shield, take cover, and then ready.
2 actions to ready. I messed that up last time. You should have done it ready with one.
Right. Okay, yeah. So then, yeah, I will just raise my shield.
Alright, Selwyn.
2 actions to ready one, right?
Yes, 2 actions to ready 1.
I'll stand here, do the same.
Arbus.
Gonna run up behind Zerg and try again. I saw him take another bite. Clearly he's slowing down because he got bit again. Maybe he'll sit still long enough for me to... unless there's some sort of cooldown on treating poisons.
There is not, no. Give me a medicine check. You can just continue trying, because you can continue treating it as long as they're poisoned.
Right.
In fact, you could even use it twice in one turn if your first roll is bad.
Oh, that's better. 33.
33 is going to critically succeed now, so your next fortitude save against this poison Zerg is going to be at a +4.
I'll write that down because he's not here right now. But...
Oh, he is not here. That leaves you with 1 action left, Arbus.
Turtle and behind him, I'll put my shield up.
Hail. Alright, alright.
Zerg isn't here with us, but he's in the chat. I'm just gonna ready Elemental Toss again. Part 2.
And,
I'm having flashbacks to a certain
Zerg!
fight.
Who is not here? What do I assume he does? Swing wildly or ready? He's raging, but it's probably still swing wildly.
I imagine
Thanks.
he's wildly.
Tell me through the chat which of those things you do.
Can he ready? Enrage?
Oh, he can't ready is the concentrate trait. He can't ready
Huntsman.
actions.
Yeah, see, wild. Like,
So yeah, he is going to swing around where he had seen the spider, swing around above Selwyn. I would say probably even moving forward up further into its area and swinging out, catching absolutely nothing as he does. His fists just catching nothing but air. And then you would see some of the webs around the area kind of wave a bit, as though in a breeze that wasn't there. But the spider does not immediately reappear. And then he's gonna need to make me a fortitude save for his poison.
Add a +4.
Oh, come on.
Don't worry, I'll do it.
Okay.
Add a plus. Yeah.
Add a
Yeah,
+4, yeah. Well, we can just add the add a +4.
34.
Yeah,
Feel like
with
a mono.
with a 30 with Arbus's assistance, he would easily be able to shake off any lingering effects from that. And would bring us to Barkbeard.
Where? What do you guys think? It seems I'm not sure what to do here. I'm going to. Can I like try and recall knowledge on my my vast experiences? I may know what these things are.
Absolutely. What's your nature modifier?
Nature modifier is 10.
Okay. So you would kind of recognize the tip-off here was what happened when Zerg attempts to swing at it. These creatures are not of this plane, and they are far more intelligent than the simple spiders they appear to be. This is an ether spider. Previously, such dramatic measures as burning a church to the ground have been taken in past campaigns to deal with the existence
So
of
I
these
wasn't
creatures.
wrong.
And they are not simply
was thinking
turning.
of those.
They're not simply turning invisible. They are planeswalking between realms. He is stepping between the fabric of worlds from the material plane to the ethereal plane. So he's not just turning invisible. He is actually leaving. There is no physical form for anyone to hit while he's invisible.
Would I know whether they're like they teleport to a specific
That would be
like
all you
place
know.
room?
With a
kind of?
success, you know
Okay,
anything.
that's it. Okay.
With dubious knowledge, you kind of get to know if you succeeded or failed, because if you get to know two things, you fail and one of them's wrong. Because you only know one thing on it. Well, you may have critically succeeded, because critically succeed is also two things. If you get two
Yeah.
things, you either critically succeeded or you failed. If you get one thing, you either succeeded or critically failed.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Mom.
Well, that doesn't really tell me anything I didn't know. So, so I guess I will.
You know now, even if you fireballed the whole room, it wouldn't hit him. He's not here. He's in another dimension.
Oh, right.
Another dimension.
Well, yes, I would kind of get the gist across the group. I don't know if staying here is going to help exactly, or if he can teleport to wherever we are, or if he'd rather just be left alone. So I will. I'm going to keep my shield raised and ready if he reappears, but kind of
you
wait
cannot
for
ready. I
this.
have one action left.
All right, so I will just ready the blows instead of raising my shield.
Okay, Zoan.
I would like to. Go to here, ready in action to attack if it comes.
Okay. Arbus?
I just want to hold my shield up. It's just. I mean, you can't ready like.
You have to have a one action spell to ready it.
I mean, like.
I would gesture you.
Can I
over.
ready to call out like I'm looking for him with my shield? So the second I see him appearing, to everybody like there it is.
There's the giant spider. You can do that, yeah. Ara?
I'm gonna ready elemental toss. The spell's still ready.
Still kind of holding it. Zerg?
Zerg here again. Hello.
Hello.
Zerg is going to planeswalk into the other dimension. And by that, I mean move over here and swing wildly at whatever I can.
Like, as your fists are going around, I mean, you know now that you're not catching anything here. But,
Zerg didn't understand or hear what happened.
the spider is actually going to reappear on the wall above everyone, on the eastern wall, just above this Zolgat's cocooned body, reaching down. Fire!
Did I not get to attack?
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're not gonna catch anything.
Oh,
Like,
there's
he's
nothing
gone
there,
till his
so-
turn.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's like you're not gonna find anything at all. Like, he's not in this dimension.
Yeah.
Reaching down with his forelegs towards the corpse webbed to the wall, and immediately a wave of fire comes out from Ara. 24 hits.
For 16 total.
Oh man,
damage.
my strikes are terrible. Oh my goodness! I was not expecting him to go that way.
Up
had
was
not
not, yeah,
gonna
he's,
get
he's
it.
like in reach. He's like 5 feet off the ground on the wall here.
I'm even
but
pointing and you can't hit him. He's right there.
up was not the
Hemlock.
direction you were expecting.
Mr. Barkbeard, it's okay. You haven't fought terrifying spiders. We have before. I don't like them.
And as he reaches down, kind of using his fangs almost gently to incise along this corpse and spinning outward the webbing this trog is wrapped in, it is going to spray forth a cloud of glimmering crystals across Ara, Selwyn, and Barkbeard. I need the 3 of you to make me a fortitude save, and this is an inhaled thing because I know we've had a bunch of times a bunch of people have stuff against that.
Oh. I'm gonna hero point.
So
I do
one
not
that
have
want
anything
to.
against inhaled, I don't think.
That was lit. You not anymore.
Not anymore. Unfortunate.
Feels bad.
It
Alrighty,
just gets
so
on. It gets on my plant parts.
So Selwyn, you are just far enough back here, and I mean you got quick rogue reflexes to kind of avert and avoid the worst of this. And though you can, you inhale a bit, cough on, choke a little on it. You feel your vision sort of blur a little bit, your head muddy, but you're going to avoid the worst of it. The Leshies directly in front of this spray are both going to get a solid mouthful of whatever this crystal emanation is as it rolls out. It has
My
no
face.
taste, but as you inhale it, this is straight in. It doesn't even make you cough. It doesn't even choke you really at all. You just feel sort of dizzy and off balance. Each of you are going to take 8 points of poison damage, and you are both stupefied 1.
Oh.
What does
I
that
just
mean
turn around and
exactly?
face someone with my face caked in these. 'Cause I don't have a mouth.
Stupefied is a penalty to any mental-based checks, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, and you have to pass a flat check to be able to successfully cast the spell.
Oh, okay.
You stupid. And then he is going to shimmer out again. Barkbeard.
Sorry, can I interject for just a second?
Sure, what's up?
That attack that he did where he spat shit out, would you consider that a ranged attack?
It's he was he was on the ethereal plane when he did it. They can do that without
Oh.
coming through.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Never mind then.
Gross.
Barkbeard.
Well, I'm gonna I'm feeling rather dim-witted at the moment. I feel like I'm just gonna go with status quo and not think too hard about changing strategy. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just gonna keep my shield raised and just wait to like
Still
kinda see him
immobilized.
again.
He's still just wrapped up in webs. With no attempt to escape. But yeah,
I
that's
have no reason.
It is
to.
actually some crazy biological nonsense that this spider can literally spray web to another dimension of its ass. I didn't consider how crazy that ability was. Selwyn.
Can I prepare a cantrip?
If it's
Prevents
one
a
action.
cast again? So nothing with 2 actions.
No, you can't. There's no way to readying spells is near impossible in second. Because you only get to ready single action things without like some higher tier abilities that let you do that.
I see. Well, I'll do the same thing.
Swords ready, Arbus.
Did that cloud of poison gas disperse?
Yeah, it dispersed. It sprayed out from inside this cocoon. This trog, as it's now revealed and kind of flopped out on the floor, near hollow, just bones and flesh. It sprayed forth from inside the trog as it was released from this cocoon. It was the
Okay,
thing
cool.
the spiders were waiting to see if anyone would touch before it attacked.
Didn't want to walk into it, but
you're
I
good.
definitely. It was it obviously poisonous though?
Well, they inhaled it, and Selwyn coughed some of it out and seems to be okay. And Mara and
If we're just
Barkbeard-
have glazed eyes, we're just kind of like,
Artist turns around, faces you, face caked in it. Thumbs up.
Oh. I will step up to Aura with the healer's kit and try to wipe it off his face and try to treat poison on him.
We just discovered this action, and boy, are we getting some mileage.
Yeah, right.
Give me a medicine check.
Getting some value right now. 24.
Okay, so this might where you attempt to try to clean him up and get it off of him. He doesn't have a mouth to inhale it really, but just try and get it off. Maybe the contact with his skin is how he's absorbing it. You got 1 action left.
Just get around. Just put the shield up again.
Ara.
I'm going to ready action to throw a seed pod.
Alrighty. Zerg?
Poor Zerg.
So
Zerg,
you can ready something with Moment of Clarity, because that lets you take concentrate actions. Or you can
I
keep
can.
rampaging, because that's fairly in character. It's up to you.
Now it's only for a moment, right? It's to the end of my turn I can ready the thing, but once I re-rage, if I've prepared something in that moment of clarity, will I remember to have used the thing that I prepared in my moment?
I'd let you
clarity?
keep a readied action as part of Moment of Clarity, like a readied attack or
Because
something.
it's just like, wait till see it, wait till see it,
Yeah,
wait till see it, wait till see it, punch.
Yeah, it's not like it's a high-level thought process here.
Could I prepare something like sudden charge?
You can only prepare
No,
something
that's
that's
2
one
actions.
action.
Oh,
Point
right.
stance.
That's the hard part.
I haven't got a lot to use outside of run and hit, and if I'm not
Yeah.
near it when it reappears,
That is
but
the difficulty.
you know what? I'll take a moment of clarity and just scan the room, and I guess prepare a swing to try and get it when it shows up.
And after it releases this Trog shimmering back out, it appears again, fangs reaching down from the wall towards you. They're intelligent-ish. It's not that smart.
Ooh.
Seed pod hits with a 21. You did it! You hit someone with a
Get
seed pod!
Get him!
4
With-
points of
with
bludgeoning damage.
Max damage there, guys.
Barkbeard, Zerg, both of you triggering your readied swings.
Aha!
Ooh,
Oh, my.
Barkbeard's. Dude, all it took was getting high. That's gonna critically hit. That's gonna critically hit. Your second one's gonna critically hit.
Oh my god.
I think it is dead. Zerg critically hits it. Barkbeard critically hits it twice because Flurry is one action. And Aura even hits it with a seed pod.
I kicked the corpse.
It is very, very dead. As the fangs don't even get to come close to reaching down before it has been obliterated by the combined attacks of the party here. Holy crap. However, 2 of you are still poisoned. I need a fortitude save from the pair of you. Arabis, you did not do well enough to assist him.
Dang.
You tried, and I appreciate it.
32.
But
We-
Barkbeard's gonna be able to shake it off himself perfectly fine.
20 again.
Aura's not. So Aura, you're gonna see. It's good. You're only getting more high here as this continues. It's only kind of settling in. You're stupefied 2 now. As I guess, could your eyes double glaze over at this point?
It's just in my eyes.
But you're gonna take 7 more points of poison damage, and you can tell he is very out of it.
Can I step in again on that?
Yeah, I mean, you guys would all have time to act before he has to make another save. And with
He
no
starts-
enemies with these 2 now clearly defeated.
stumbling
Zerg's
around.
end.
Like, look right here. Keep your eyes on me. We're going to get through this, okay? And I'm going to try to do it again.
Oh, come back.
24? That's probably not. I think
R's
that's
just lying on the floor, slowly spinning,
Yes, he
gazing up at the ceiling.
24. Ara. Does anybody else have healers tools that can try to assist as well?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
So
Well, that's a 13. I have been rolling like shit tonight.
and you, I mean, not really knowing what to do with poison here, and kind of stymied by such obnoxious spiders. It's gonna be at a -2, as Selwyn kind of makes it worse.
Oh!
Well, at least it's +2 from Arbus. So it
It's
evens
not
out.
artist didn't meet the
Doesn't-
DC either, so it's a net -2.
Oh, you didn't.
Sweet.
With a 23, you are stupefied 3. as Ara's brain is falling out, and you are going to take 18 points of poison damage.
That's fun.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Hold on. Let me,
He is not looking good, as he is, like, near
all right.
almost
I'm going to
fairly
it's
reactive at this
real
point.
quick with my one hand on him. I'm going to say, "Do not fear. The Stormlord is with you," and guidance him.
Stormlord is here.
So he
Guidance,
gets
that's a good one.
so he gets +1 to
Plus
whatever.
one to his next saving throw, probably.
And I'm gonna attempt to treat poison again.
Okay. Come on, Arvis. Come on. There you go.
33.
That'll succeed.
So +5.
So, Zerg, you're just kind of
Oh, no,
your
just
rage
regular.
face watching this in the background. These two massive
It might be a
murdered
+5.
spiders around his aura is just, at this point, probably having it, like, just seizing on the floor here, honestly. So you get a +2 from treat medicine.
And a 1 from guidance.
And then, so let's see, the treating is a circumstance, guidance is a status. You do get both.
That's 26.
With 26, you're gonna feel possibly the worst of it pass. Maybe you're gonna regress to stupefied 2 and take 7 more points of poison damage. Artis, you can tell your treatment is working a bit. That's gonna bring you a little more too, but still very out of it and very in danger.
Can I try and climb out? I'm gonna try and maybe climb out of the way a little bit.
Yeah, by this
I don't know
time
if
you
I
have been
can-
able to wrest yourself free
Okay,
of these
okay,
ethereal webs and move back to Zerg. Who? What
So
are you
I'm gonna
doing
kind of
back here,
move
Zerg?
behind our.
What are you doing while this is happening?
Just wondering if there's any more, sort of like swiping at the air, like I punched and it wasn't there, and then it appeared where I punched, so not entirely sure the danger is gone. Just trying to catch them off guard, you know, when they're not ready for it.
Harvest, guidance and medicine check. I assume no reason not to.
I
do both.
can't do guidance again. It's a 1 a day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's only 1 per person once a day. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I didn't know that had any kind of a.
It has
Oh,
some
it's once
sort
per
of limit.
hour, but fair.
Oh, it's once per hour.
It's once
Wow,
per hour, but
better.
you can attempt to keep treating his poison though, because he's clear. Like you can tell it's whether it's working or it's just running its course. He is a little better. Not good,
Both.
but it's better.
Okay. Well, keep going. Keep going. Talk to me, Ara. Tell me something. Say something.
This time,
Shit. Session reroll.
Yeah, that's a critical failure. So session reroll is a good idea.
31.
Flipping that to a success. Ari, you have a +2 again. Fortitude save.
Please tell me that was. I don't want to look.
0 point. This time,
Not
this
like
time, I'll be the princess and you'll be the knight.
Oh! A solid flip, actually.
Wow.
You're gonna regress to stupefied 1. Largely back in full control of yourself, just a little misty, taking 3 more points of poison damage. Arvis. Are you crawling across the floor like a noodle? What are you?
I stood up.
Okay.
I can't get control of my lever.
All right. So
Ara is saying these words out loud.
I feel like I'm on like the resident right now, like a legit trying to save clear. Give me the one, you know.
You are, dude. He's almost dead.
I am gonna. I see that, you know, we're getting there, but I need to try to give him some help. I'm gonna battle medicine him. Maybe give him some assistance.
Wiggle room. Mhm.
All right. So give me your what you
Obviously, Expert.
Expert land. Give me that medicine check. I assume expert unless you say otherwise.
yeah, it's almost always at this point.
Let my light burn out like this.
How many times is it gonna happen?
19 fails. However, the guidance of Gosra is not gonna let this Leshy die to crystal meth contained in a spider corpse. You miraculously succeed. 2d8 plus 10 health restored to him.
It's phenomenal
I
how many
cannot
times that has happened.
Believe how many times this happened.
Storm Lord, I'm telling you, 24 HP for you.
Then a medicine check for the poison.
Exactly. We're gonna continue.
By an instant time. How many times can you get it?
27.
27 succeeds. Our fortitude save.
Hell yeah!
He's free, ladies and gentlemen. Aramis has managed to nurse Ara back to health. Oh man.
Dr. Arabis, medicine woman.
So
You are
when's
no
the
longer
tea party?
stupefied. As this passes. And dear Lord,
Are you okay now, Ara?
you
looking
hate to see the post-combat slow poison death while nobody can do anything about it. But he's okay.
I fall over. I don't want to be here anymore.
The Leshy is very susceptible to crystal meth.
You've been having kind of a rough day today, I would say. Maybe we should keep you further away.
Short of it. I look at Selwyn like, he's a little closer than I like.
Yeah.
Please make the spiders go away. I don't want to fight any more spiders, so when?
Hopefully, that was the extent of it. I can't imagine why there would be more spiders that were not of this plane. I find it very odd that they were here in the first place.
I don't. They're menaces on society.
Well, I guess we could take a little break here. I don't think there's going to be any more on us.
So as you regain control of your faculties here and rest a moment, Nara gives out a quick detect magic, probably, I would imagine, is the thing that is happening.
Flying face on the ground, yes. Just.
You would pick up, and everyone can see the faint black tinge, an aura of conjuration magic still nearby.
I'll
Another trap.
stand up immediately and start looking, foraging through everything.
Very careful. You just were poisoned.
Yeah, that was then. This is now.
With Arbus's help, you would be able to search the room here and determine that the magic comes not from the spiders, not from the body, but from an aura of maybe a denser pocket of web that is up on the inside of the cracked bronze bell just overhead. And interestingly, you would be able to determine, Arbus, that it is not one, but two small conjuration signals contained in that webbing.
As
Dark.
people are looking around, I'm going to very subtly, I'm sure not subtly at all, scrape off some of the powder from the wall and put it in a little pouch for later usage.
So the powder is on the inside of the Trog body. It's on the lining the inside of the corpse, and you can
Perfect.
see as you look at it that
Keeps it fresh.
it appears to be like a growth of crystals that had just splintered, that are incredibly fragile, and sprawled out as a powder outside.
That's, keeping these things inside bodies always tends to keep them fresh. That's what I've heard.
Mr. Barkbeard,
Mm-hmm.
why do you need that?
Well, you never know. You never know. It seemed to be quite effective. It could be used in certain situations. Well, not to worry. Don't worry. I'll just keep it with me.
So when Barkbeard's doing weird stuff again.
He always is.
So how high up are those items?
The bell is about probably 8 feet overhead, so just above, Arabis and Zerg. It's in they could reach up with their hands into this net of web into the inside of the bell.
Do we know items though?
Could I telekinetic projectile to cut the webs?
I mean, the items being like the signatures. You absolutely could, yes. You could easily even telekinetically swing one of your short swords up there, or anything really, a fang from the spiders up in to lash through it. And as you sweep up and cut through them, with a fairly gentle thud, 2 web-wrapped objects drop onto the stone floor before you. Almost impossible to determine what exactly they are.
I swear, if one of these is a
cleaning
spider.
them off a little.
If one of these is a spider egg, I pick one up and start cleaning it off.
So the first you reveal here looks to be a feather, but a solid one, almost a sculpted feather rather than a natural feather. A very vibrant plume, a shimmering gradient from a bright green to a deep blue hue at the far end. The shaft, the tip of the feather, appears to have been dipped in gold at some point, and this item registers an aura, as does the second thing that you clear off, which is a piece of candy.
Neat candy.
It almost looks like a candy cane, about the size of a palm, but it is incredibly firm and solid like stone, but painted in this red and white pinstriping. But one end of this stick of candy carved like the head of a snake.
Ooh.
Oh,
Still pinstriped, red and white, like a piece of candy.
Can we-
Super creepy.
can we take a break? Take a sat? Rest? I like
Sit down, do some medicine, identify some items, perhaps.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
that one.
pretty solid plan to me. And while the party is doing that, we here can take a quick break. We'll take our midstream chats. Thanks for bearing with us through the landslide of technical issues, making up for all the problems we haven't had in a while in the Extinction curse. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go far, everyone. When we return, well, there's still a whole lot more Moonstone Hall to be uncovered.
Too much.
Some could possibly argue too much. BRB. Have some highlights to entertain you. Good. I got it. I never understand. I don't fully understand OBS Studio Mode. I partially understand it. There we go. There's the scene I wanted to be on. We did it. I'll understand how to learn use streaming words. So, my brain. Welcome back, everybody. As we left, we were going to take a break up here real quick. And first of all, after this battle with these strange face spiders, Arbis was going to tend to Zergara. And how many? Can you tend to 4 now? There's still 2.
No, but you are calling the future. No, 2. 2
All right,
pretend
so
minutes.
it would definitely be Ara and Zerg who would appear
Yeah.
the most injured. Zerg having actually gotten 2 solid bite slams on him. Go ahead and give me your.
It did not
medicine.
feel like eating the tree. The tree was apparently not as cool as they thought it was.
I bet you once when nothing happened, and you also never hit
Right,
it,
they were
so it's
like-
whatever.
Yeah, it was like, what is this weird thing doing here?
31.
Perfect critical success there. 4d8 plus 10.
Ooh, 23.
A little less spectacular. That did less than your last regular success.
Well, that
Thought it
puts
was
me up
odd.
to my temporary maximum, so
That's pretty good given the state of drainage And it does a good bit to touch Zerg up as well, patching up these 2 pairs of puncture wounds that he's got from these creatures' fangs. Meanwhile, during this break, you've found a couple of things here that you could take a look at, a couple of magical items. The prayer beads, the strange feather, and the weird piece of candy. Does anyone want to attempt to identify those? And you don't have to be magically inclined yourself to try to identify things. You just need to be able to be trained in one of the knowledge skills, the traditions.
I'll do the
in fact-
prayer beads.
Yes, I know many things. I'll do the other thing and see if I get.
I hand Barkbeard the feather because that's the least interesting of the 3.
He wanted to take my
Feathers are
candy.
very good.
I thought that was the most interesting.
All right, so Barkbeard, you're going to try the feather. Ara, you're going to try the beads. Ara, what's your modifier?
12.
With a 12. Taking a look at this. Survey says you would be able to identify the prayer beads as prayer beads. It's exactly what it says on the tin. But they are magically enhanced prayer beads. These are an actual holy item that, in the presence of divine magic, would amplify and enhance the positive energy flowing through the wielder's hands. You can tell that this would be of no use to any of you, though it is a fairly powerful and probably pretty valuable source of divine power. This is worth about 160 gold, so you could sell it for 80, but without any divine magic yourself. Actually, none of these, no part of this is usable by any of you
No divine magic yet.
yet. Barkbeard, what are you using?
Anything with 10.
Okay.
All of my things have 10.
And this is a something. Where's the item level? Oh, it's over here, and I'm stupid. Okay. You would be able to identify your thing as a token, a feather token. It's a large collective of various icons, so these carved feathers, that all share a very similar purpose. You toss it on the ground, you activate it as a single action, and it will immediately transform into a different, generally perfectly mundane item, but one that may hopefully be of some use at the time. It's a single use, it's a consumable. You get one go. It doesn't turn back ever.
You don't know what it turns into?
This one is going to turn into a fully grown oak tree.
Whoa!
Okay, we have one that turned into the bush of good berries.
It is not one of those. That one, I believe, that one is still in 2nd edition, but this is a huge freaking oak tree.
Oh, we have one of those. We got
Oh,
it at the
you
very
have one of those?
beginning. Yeah, we got it at the very beginning.
Oh, that's
I've been
right.
holding,
There was one super early on.
Yeah, I'm holding on to it.
And that leaves us with Arbus is treating Selwyn. You've got some magical knowledge. Do you want to try to identify the candy if Ara is going to give you the candy?
The candy
Sure.
with the snake head.
The snake-headed
Selwyn have
candy.
the candy.
What's your modifier there, Chief?
Which one do you want?
Whatever you'd be using to identify it, whatever kind of magical tradition you'd be attempting to unweave it with. It can just be your highest or whichever you think is best
Right.
fitting.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'd use religion, even though it's
I
actually
mean,
the one I'm
finding
least
it
tied
in a
to.
temple, so it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah,
So what's your modifier?
it is 12.
Yeah, and these are all secret because critical failures misidentified.
Of course, yeah.
Freaking knock out of the park on these dice rolls, though. Jesus. This, similar to the feather token, is another of a great common category of magical items known as Wondrous Figurines. Wondrous Figurines are the living analog to a feather token. It's the same concept. It takes a little more focus and a command phrase to draw the magic out, 2 actions to activate it, but then instead of turning into just an object, it turns into a living creature. But also, they are reusable. It will eventually turn back and continue to be carried around here. And this tiny piece of candy stick snakehead thing is actually going to turn into a full-sized python. Colored, well, pretty much the same as this thing. You're gonna have like a barber shop pole
I love it.
python that you can command, that is obedient to you, that will be able to retain its power for a pretty impressive amount of time before it reverts back, and it will be exhausted until the following day.
Can the snake die? Do I know?
And what?
Can the snake die when it turns into the snake?
No. If a Wondrous figurine is killed in its animal form, it immediately reverts back to the item and takes a week to manifest its power again. But it cannot be killed in the snake form. It can be destroyed as an item, and then it's gone
Right.
forever, but the animal will just revert back if it suffers lethal damage.
That is very pertinent information.
Yep, it is. In fact, they have that on the page, so they got the specifics there. So with that
What?
fairly successful brief 10-minute rest there, Barkbeard and Zerg still a bit hurt. Zerg, you got healed a bit. And all these items you've found so far today well identified. Are you going to continue trading or move on?
As you know how I feel, I would like to keep treating, but if they want to move on, I cannot stop them.
I'm not against sitting down for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's if nobody's really antsy about it, I think at that point, then yeah, I guess I gotta get in the habit of just asking, do you want to just stay until everyone's topped off? Because if there's no time pressure, given like half an hour, you'd be able to bring the party back up to full health. The only
I
thing
would
you wouldn't-
I would hand the feather over to Ara. Well, they summoned, an oak tree and,
Oh, those are like the best trees.
No. Pine trees. Hemlocks are part of the pine tree family.
I'm
Nah,
partial.
I don't-
I'm
don't see the
partial
appeal.
to maple trees.
yeah, I don't pine over him.
Huh. That was a bad joke.
Yeah, it was.
That was
I did not
horrible.
even hear a joke there,
Just
Ar.
like pine trees.
Pine trees are bad. They
Yeah.
break too easy.
Yeah, they're the worst
No,
trees.
have you ever seen me break? I've never once even.
3 times.
Yeah,
Not even
in the
once.
span of yesterday.
I don't know what you guys are talking. I'm gonna. I can't believe here I am over these. It's ridiculous. I can't even believe it. Here I am helping you guys, and you
Oh.
just complain.
I thought you were helping
Oak trees
Gregor.
aren't the best tree.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Quite.
Maple trees are.
Oh.
Well,
You
it's
got you
better
there.
than willows. I would say if you were a willow type person, that I would really question your sanity. But
What's wrong with
Maybe-
your willow trees?
Willows are better than hemlock trees.
I'm horrified. I don't even know if I can stand in this room with you guys. Arvis,
Bye.
do you understand the depth of depravity that has
You-
just occurred?
He was just poisoned, so I
Oh,
wouldn't
that's
take
true.
anything
must
he
still
would
be
say.
addled.
Lots of
His-
brain activity probably not there
That's
yet.
a
I'm-
good point.
I'm completely fine.
It's okay, Ara. I know your brain is addled,
Yeah.
but for future reference, you're
Yeah,
wrong. But it's
I mean,
all
you're-
right.
You're poisoned too.
I am not, actually. I never get poisoned.
So would you say that saying that a willow tree is better than a what was it?
Maple?
Hemlock?
No. Hemlock, no. Yes.
Hemlock's the
I'm a
willow
hemlock.
tree. Okay, what tree did you hate?
Willow
hate the-
trees.
Right. So a willow tree being better than a hemlock tree, in your view, would be treason. Eh?
So that was a bad one.
So I
Yeah?
guess
I
flurry
didn't
of
even hear a
blows.
joke. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
You define. I don't get.
It's all right, Harvest.
Well, great.
It's-
To pine over someone is the long form, but there's also a pine tree.
But it's a tree.
So I don't see how that.
It's also a long tree.
But okay.
Wait, Barkbeard, we should make you into a cavalier. You can show some gallantry.
Well,
I don't
you
even know what that
This
word
is
means.
Zindern's personal dream of a tabletop stream. Just getting to sit here and subject all of us and also all of
I'm in
Oh.
Camp Zindern right now.
the viewers to horrible puns
I
constantly.
think they're really good. Wouldn't you say so?
Oh God! It was so hard for me to not laugh at them. So bad.
Some of these
So how has it been 10 minutes yet? Because I feel like it's been at least 45.
Yeah, I think we're ready to move.
At
I
this
think
point,
you're staring
everyone
into
would be
eternity.
touched up. Everyone would be back at full health. I mean, are at the full healthiest he can be, given his
I
current
feel great.
condition.
I think we need to make some mental damage rolls.
Yeah, I feel like my mental damage.
Lightning
I'm still
somehow strikes
stupefied.
inside this room and kills Sowen instantly.
Harvest.
That was
4
not
more spiders appear.
Unlucky. I guess I'll see you next week.
But party. Or two. No, don't occur. Link 1429.
Yes, it's gonna be a hero point.
You can't feed him.
Oh, we warned it.
Zendern, I'll give you this hero point if you fuck off.
So I'll see you next week. So,
Can't feed him.
Link, give me one more, and I won't make any more this session.
You can't. Don't fucking steal my shit.
them now. Oh my
I
God!
think it's illegal.
That was like almost in character. Give me more
What do you
points.
mean
And I won't
almost?
do it anymore.
It's what Selwyn would do if she was aware
Yeah.
there was a chat that funneled hero points in. So, party.
Well, there's a door.
There's in fact a door. Wow, I actually grabbed the door. I
Wow.
can make the door. What the hell? I can make the door a rectangle? Alright, this is all
What
accidental. Go away, door. They're having a hard time with the dynamic lighting layer. Don't bully me.
No, I'm as confused as you are. Like, I'm hearing this description. I'm sitting like,
As you open the door, 10 more spiders come out. It leads to
Oh,
a fairly
Let's take this off.
simple carved staircase that appears to be just dark and unlit. That seems much less used, much less time-worn and smooth than the spiraling staircase leading to the bell tower. It also seems to have been sculpted far more crudely, cut through with simple chisels, picks, and cheap tools, rather than the really pristine and grandiose architecture of Moonstone Hall so far.
Well, I guess that's just the way to go.
As you head up the stairway, the group of you, and I know I'm not moving you anywhere, it's because of the edge of the map. As you move up the staircase together, Barkbeard, are you back to seeking, or are you keeping your shield up?
I'll seek in case there's any hidden spiders in the way that I happen to run into.
You and
Is that searching?
Arbus would be, seeking, searching, whatever. You
Searching.
and Arbus would be the first to notice a smell on the air. Something thick and fairly smoky. Almost a scent
I'd look
of
at
tobacco.
Ara. Oh, okay, never mind. I wouldn't look at Ara. I was looking at thick and smoke. I was like, okay, it must be Ara lighting something on fire, but I guess not.
That's
Okay, continue.
And it
Tabasco.
wouldn't be many more steps forward before all of you all smelled the same thing. Almost sweet tobacco mixed smoky haze that as you continue further up the stairs starts to become visible in the emanation of your light. Before
cool,
the
yeah.
staircase, after going up 30, 40 more feet here, terminates in a very simple wooden door.
Wait, so the spiral staircase was like up 50 feet, and this one's going up 40 feet?
This will be about to the surface of the city, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to try and listen in if anybody's having a good time in there. You know, I don't want to bother them.
Listening at the door here, the party kind of gathers around behind you. Lara raising his torch and everyone trying to peek. You would be able to hear low, murmuring voices on the other side. What sounds like it is certainly just conversation coming through. But it's all fairly low. Occasional laughter, all of it punctuated with some heavy, dry coughing.
I wonder if I can sell these gentlemen some recent powdered dust that I came across just recently. Maybe they'll be interested. I don't
You're going
know.
to
What do you think,
intentionally
someone?
poison people?
No, it's just a small amount. It'll just make them a little addled for a while. I hear that's very popular.
Custom shotgun 88. Payment for the puns to Zindern.
Oh my god.
2 more hero points.
Oh,
So
yes,
much
we
encouragement.
awarded.
They just. You guys
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Extorted, man.
Oh,
are worse than the peanut
Well, no, I'm
gallery.
actually not sure. Shotgun, let me know in the chat. Are you paying me to keep going or just stop?
Oh no!
Hold on a
Please just put the
second.
choice in their hand, I suppose. Anyway, door.
Should we knock? Isn't that the customary
I would knock.
traditions?
What do you think? Are you knocking? I mean, I've heard knocking has good results.
Well,
Are we
opening doors.
hearing coughing from inside?
Yes. You'd all be able to hear as you come up close enough, even kind of filed up on the staircase here. And underneath the crack and around the rims of the door, as it's not perfectly well set in its frame, you would all kind of see the dim flickering light of a torch or a fire.
Right.
Knocking
can I-
seems like Jen.
Wait, can I listen in on the door and like figure out? Do creatures cough the same way? I guess is the question I'm posing. Can you figure
I'd
out?
say they're.
Can you figure out what kind of creature is producing the coughing?
I would say. Maybe not specifically the specific creature, but you can tell that it sounds like common, just people coughing. It sounds like it's mostly humanoid. And Link 1429, fine, Zender, and here's your damn hero points. But your boon is the party's bane. Squid have 3 villain points.
Oh, it was all worth it.
I have 6 now.
That's
you're at the
not
max.
good.
Yeah, I'm
did the
capoed.
best.
I gotta spend these. I gotta do stuff to you
Oh, that's
guys.
perfect. Then I can keep making puns. There's no recompense now.
Yeah, you
No
got paid off.
consequences.
Let it go. You got paid off.
Anyway, you'll be able to tell it sounds like it's mostly standard human coughing. And actually, give me a society check. Do you have any lores out of curiosity, Selwyn?
I have lore about clowns. I don't think that's going to apply here.
Maybe,
I have
but probably
lore
not. Give me a
forest.
give me a
I got
society.
I got
do have
circus
sight.
lore.
Right, yeah.
You know what? Circus lore probably apply here. Give me a circus lore. There, someone's
Well,
got
I
it.
got a
We can
26
see if you know,
society.
too.
Okay. Want me to give a circus lore?
And if you want to
Or
also
no, I don't
know
have
it,
circus
but,
lore. I have crowd lore.
But
Sorry.
Selwyn, you would recognize this kind of deep, repeated coughing what's on the other side, as it sounds like a group this sounds like an opium den, like just a group of people together smoking. Not necessarily opium, but the smell, the haze, the smoke, the low chatter, laughing, dry coughing coming from multiple sources. It sounds like this is a hookah lounge of some kind.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to knock in the door and then we're going to be the police.
Do the
What's it-
police
All right.
come in from the back door?
Wait, who's the guard?
I'm going to
Can
knock
I be
on the
the
door.
sergeant?
Do I knock on the door? Do you want me to?
No. We just kick it up. We have Sir kicking open.
I've
We
never
scream, this is the
gotten-
police.
Okay,
Or this is the city guard.
I'm the sergeant. I feel like I should be a sergeant.
This
Alright,
is
you can
good
be a
plan. I
sergeant.
like this.
That's
Perfect.
I get ready. I
Okay.
go stand
I'm
in
gonna
front of the
move-
door, ready to kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna move out of the way for Zerg. Trying to straighten up all of my bark,
Is
trying to make sure.
everybody ready?
stand there all big, like trying to be.
All right,
big.
so who screams?
Guard.
You or me? You
I
can scream.
scream.
Okay,
I
you
big
s-
loud voice, very scary.
Okay,
They
sweet.
hear Orcish accent, they shit themselves, huh?
Sounds good.
You didn't know this was Orcish accent. You thought I'm from somewhere else. This is the first time I say this.
No, I can perfectly recognize it. I realize where it's from.
Yes, all orcs sound like this.
All
And
orcs, yes.
Before
every single
you
one.
kick this door out, Jesus. Custom Shotgun 88. Pass him around the table to offset Link's heresy. Selwyn also going. Selwyn camping out here. Imagine the
Oh,
plus
yes.
signs to a variety of people here. Oh my god, we're all loaded. The next fight is going to be Turbo Rocket Tech.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, Shotgun.
Thank you.
Thank you so
I
much,
must,
Shotgun.
Yeah.
All right.
What a hero.
What I hear.
So-
You'll get your Witcher for one stream, I promise.
Friends?
Yeah, right.
What? I've done 16 hours. Come on.
So, friends,
16 more than me.
So, what do I yell?
This is the guard. Everybody drop your cigarettes.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we
And I'll
ready?
whisper to Arabis. This will be hilarious. He'll totally forget his lines.
Oh. Okay.
Arvis is over there trying to like make herself look big.
you guys are all
looking
piled
tough.
up in a stairwell right now. That like you can slip past each other, but that's about it. It's pretty
I'm
tight.
going to make them shit themselves.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is
Okay, good.
this
Yeah,
is good.
okay.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay, on 3. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Zerg just stares at Selwyn.
All right,
What's
kick the door.
happening on 3?
No,
Wait,
just
wait,
do
wait,
it.
wait, wait,
What's he supposed to do?
wait. I
What?
shove past all of them. I pluck off a leaf and I shove it on Zerg's chest. It's his badge, and I go back. He has to look official.
do you think they'll believe
Right.
it?
I don't.
Yeah, they'll believe it.
My
No.
gosh.
Hopefully, they'll all just
That's
leave.
against the rules, sir.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Well, whenever you're ready, sir, kick it in.
Any
Yes.
day.
I'm ready. Are you
Whenever.
ready? We going?
Yes, go.
We're all ready. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Anytime. Whenever you feel like it, actually. You could. It could be.
Oh,
at
me?
any moment.
Okay. All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
sorry.
You're the one. You the one who kicks open the door and screams.
What am I saying again? I forgot
Can't
my
hold
lines.
this pose forever.
I remember. Do not worry. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, how come we don't all get badges?
This is a good question. If
Yeah,
I'm only
I'm
one
a
with
guard.
badge-
I should have
I
it.
will put a
And
leaf
if
on
I'm the
Arvis,
sergeant,
a leaf on Selwyn, a look at Hemlock, a leaf on Hemlock, the smallest one.
well, I'm the sergeant, so obviously it doesn't have to be very large. As I look at the teeny tiny little leaf. Okay, anytime. This time for real, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone
Yes.
want to count me in? I'm nervous.
All right.
What
Okay. So
do you-
so on 1, you kick in the door, right?
Don't think I can count.
All right. I count you down from 3, 2, 1, and you kick into the door.
So
Okay.
just start at 1.
I'm honestly surprised you did, like when I said 1, you didn't just kick it. But
You
okay.
said what?
3?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So you go, you count down to 1, and then I kick in door.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. 3,
1!
2, 1.
Sorry, one
And then
more
you
time.
kick in the door.
I got distracted. Hemlock said 1, you said 3. I do not know.
1.
Do it again. Selwyn only, so I do not get confusion.
1. 1. 1.
Why are we running?
Was there only? I thought there were more numbers.
Oh, you said 1. You want me to kick? Okay. Zerg
Don't
turns
forget
around
the door.
and kicks the door in. Bursts through. Everybody, this is the cigarettes. Get down from the guard.
And again, I'll lean to Arvis. Told you.
As you come in, you can see it is a small, fairly cramped basement area here, with a very thick haze of smoke now that Arabis and Zerg would be just standing up in like shoulder level. An assortment of people sat around in various tables or in different overstuffed plushy or bean chairs, with all kinds of things going on. There's hookahs spaced throughout, some people at tables doing their best impression of our 2 Leshys with that trap earlier. There's some dice games going on, and nearest to you there's a man sat in a very overfilled leather chair, which seems literally kind of bursting, laid well back in it, eyes kind of glassed over. As Zerg literally kicks the door in, he just slowly rolls his head over and just kind of looks at Zerg. It doesn't like say anything or even really seem to react. Some of the other groups in the room are a bit startled and look over. The conversation kind of stops. And then a man near the end stands up from the edge of the table. Pretty simple jerkin on scar inside of his chin. What?
Yeah, we have cigarettes. Everybody drop your guard.
Everyone just kind of goes back to what they were doing.
You heard him, son, bitch. Drop now.
Well, I think they've dropped their guard, so they're following orders. Well done, sir.
Thank you. Plan is
Yeah.
going perfectly, and Zerg's just gonna enter the room calmly.
As you kind of walk in
Oh,
here, a woman, a bit better dressed with a rapier at her hip and kind of thick scarf around her neck, comes up and kind of stands in front of you and puts her hand up to Zerg, just kind of looking across the group of you.
Is that beautiful? Come around these opium dens often?
Forgive me, didn't see any of you go down. You, I assume, are Dusklight's henchmen?
Sure.
Yes.
Very unspecific orders, but we're here.
Please.
What's up?
And she is still standing in front of Zerg with her hand like right in front of him. Please. Calm down a little. No need to be bursting in here like that. Our dues have been
Well-
paid. And, well, most of our clientele doesn't take terribly kindly to people booting in, screaming about guards. No.
This was
Kind of,
not my
steps out
plan,
of your
just
way
so
and
you know.
just gestures.
Sorry for loudness.
So
Is there
where's
anything to
the-
drink in here? Can I get a drink? Is this the thing?
And she just kind of looks at you. I don't understand. Is the cat playing a joke on us of some kind?
Yes, big funny joke.
sure. Yeah.
Big funny joke. Zerg kind of lets someone else step in front of him.
And you can see there are some people drinking from bottles around, but there's not a ton, and there doesn't appear to be anywhere that it's really kept. There's the room is pretty small and cramped, and there's a staircase against the opposite side you can see, and not even a staircase, a ladder leading up to a trap door. There's nowhere in here you can see that they store really anything.
So how's business?
Fine enough. How's questions?
Many. Overwhelming.
Well,
What type of operation are you running here? Hold up a second. This is the first time I've had to go.
very curious to have been sent in here. Small.
Well, you're saying she's playing a prank. Maybe it's a bit of a hazing. Is that what you call it?
I've got nothing to do with the Black Cat's affairs. We run our businesses here. Of course, if she's sent you here, I assume trusted enough to indulge yourselves as you will. But you let her know that next we speak, we'll be having some words about the cavalier attitudes of her employees. Now, I think I'd prefer it if you hurry along back to her with whatever it is you're doing.
All right.
Alrighty then. Right. This way?
And she just points at the stairs leading up to the trapdoor. Eyes kind of narrowed at the group of you.
What, the way we came from?
No, on the other side of the room.
Oh, the other truck. Okay. Just make sure.
Yeah, you came up some stairs and this is up more.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Well, sure.
So, is there any gambling here?
And she just breathes deep and looks
What? I want
down
to make
at
some
you
money.
and just looks over the table where some people are playing dice at. The word of gambling, one of them's kind of looked over, sort of scratching a bedraggled beard a little bit. Kind of looks Selwyn up and down. Looks over to Arbus, looks her up and down. Just raises his hand. Oh, we can make room for the pair of you, certainly.
Wait, pair. Hold up a second. Is this like a team game or do we play individually? Because
Just kinda points down.
I'm sorry, I'm not playing cards with Gray.
You're unfamiliar with liar's dice? Why don't you come sit on down here? I'll teach you something.
Well, we are looking for more knowledge. I feel like this would be a very good academic endeavor.
Right, no, but I'm still wondering, like, is this
I
like a
think
team
it's
game?
single.
Because last time I tried to teach her cards, she ate one of them.
That was one time.
And the lady,
It was twice. It
the
was
lady
free
kind of
cards.
steps over to be in between you and the table. No, if it wasn't clear, I'd prefer you leave and tell Kat to do everything herself from now on. I'll have no more of whatever you are traipsing through here all aloof.
I sneeze.
Blessings.
Well, is
Well,
there anything
you
else
know,
we need in here? I guess we could just go.
well, yeah, I mean, I'll lean over to whisper to Barkbeard. Wouldn't it be more fun to just come clean?
Sure. We're actually from the, we actually don't work for, we don't work for the cat.
Yeah, no, we actually came here randomly. We came from below.
Yeah, we just happened to stumble upon you, actually. This is a nice place you have.
I still like to
over
play the
towards the door.
game, though.
Well then, I suppose my deal with her is finished, as I'll be mortaring this at our earliest convenience. If it's somewhere just anyone can stumble upon.
Well, no,
Now,
we didn't.
You
It's
mentioned
not really.
guards. I can introduce you to Coldbrand if you wish, but I pay him pretty good money to not be very friendly when it behooves me.
Is that the guy who tried to shake me down?
Just kind of gestures with your hands, like, how would
No,
I
I'm ju-
know?
Well, I don't know many things. Clearly, many things I don't
I
know.
don't know if you got a name. Did you get a name for that guy? I know you got a name for the lady.
And honestly, in character, I remember neither.
Yeah, fair.
I would probably seal up this door. There's giant spiders down there. Very scary ghost spider thingies.
And she just
We
like
did
very
kill him,
quickly
though.
glances there to the door and back to whatever you are.
Hi, I'm Ara.
Hi, I'm Solon.
Hi, I don't
Bark.
care. Leave before your life becomes difficult and unpleasant.
But he invited me to play the game.
You should define difficult and unpleasant because the last couple of weeks, let me tell you, it's the story. Actually, take a seat. I'll tell you right now.
Well, we
And,
don't really need to be here, I guess.
We don't.
She turns over her shoulder and just kind of motions with two fingers back
Someone.
towards a
Someone.
pair of guys just kind of sitting near the ladder. One of them smoking something. The other one just kind of lazily watching. And he sees
What's up, Ara?
and stands up
You should invite
and
her to our
bangs
next
twice on the
circus.
underside of the trapdoor.
I should have done what now, twice?
You, you should invite her to the next show, whenever that's
That's
gonna
true. I'll plot a flyer.
I mimic exactly what she did. I knock on the table and I look at Zerg and I go like this.
Zerg, in the midst of this conversation, has gone to sit down with someone and is smoking from a pipeline.
No, sir, no! It's bad for you. It'll take away all your muscle.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, these drugs, they're bad for muscle. They eat it right up.
But she's just looking across the group of you, like, clearly furious, like rage in her face, tight, but like almost just in complete disbelief as to whatever the hell has just wandered into her. Damn
Right,
her.
but has she taken my flyer?
She is not, no.
All right.
Her eyes
wanna-
land on that.
Is there any reaction?
Get out.
Okay, Salo, and I'm pretty sure they want us to leave now, and I can
Right,
tell.
yes. Well, but where do we go? Right?
Back
We
down.
did the ladder.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could go back down, huh?
I don't want to go back down there though.
There
Puts
is
her
so
hands
We
many-
go
back
back
up.
the way we came. We go through the room and up the ladders. We done.
If that
that's
ladder
disturbing.
descends down to the circles of the hells itself, then make haste! Just leave!
Or will you attend the show? This is imperative.
And she takes the flyer from you and just looks at it. And just kind of stops for a second.
I'll give you a discount.
What is the Circus of Wayward Wonders?
Oh, we're in town.
Why?
Wait.
We have there is a circus already. How many
We're better.
towns
than
could
Badger.
one circus possibly need?
A lot, actually. Well, you see, one circus has a crazy cat lady who experiments on people, extorts people, and is in courts with demons.
Abuses animals.
She takes it
She
and
locks me in a box.
rips the flyer in half and goes to throw it at the ground, but it's just paper, so it just kind of flutters slowly
Yeah.
down to the ground, and just stares back
If you're
at
shooting
Selwyn.
for if you're shooting for
vein
dramatic effect, you can wrap
Popping
it
on
around
her
a
forehead
rock.
here.
You wrap it around a rock and it falls much quicker.
Selwyn, I don't think
What?
you're helping.
Oh no, yeah, I suppose. Okay, we'll leave. Okay.
I don't think she wants to be your friend.
No, sadly.
And she just turns back towards the trapdoor. What do I pay the guard for? Knock again! Where are they?
Well, I said we're leaving. Come on. There's no need to get violent.
We're leaving.
But I would really think about sealing up this hole. There's trogs down there too.
I don't think there's
Oh,
any
yeah,
trogs up
trogs.
here, and we're trying to get the trogs. And since it's not up here, I guess they should go back down.
At this point, the guy has made his way up on the slider and has poked the trap door up and has his hand up above where he's kind of looking. He pokes back down and just...
Yep, no trogs here. Well, I guess. Well, good day to you, ma'am. Hopefully we didn't bother you too much, and I see that the smell is lovely in here. So you're doing a great job with your business.
They are like almost contenders, aren't they?
Zerk's still smoking in the corner. Just...
All right, sir, get up. We're leaving. I'm sorry. These guys won't be your friends.
And before I leave, I reach into my bag and pull out a little hand card toy and hand it to her, or put it on the ground and walk away.
Where are we going?
Back down.
Oh wait, yeah, back
Back
down to this.
downstairs. We're gonna go try and find some trogs to kill.
We're gonna make sure no trogs bother our new friends.
Yeah,
What we should do is we should apologize and we should give her.
we've
one,
done nothing wrong. We've
we
merely
should
invited
give
them to the
her
show.
one of those stones that make the thunder, as like a token of, you know.
Well, we did bargain.
I don't.
for an
I
amount.
mean,
Hold on.
So Zerk,
Where
as
are we
you...
going?
Hey man.
As you start smoking this, just... It's not crazy strong, but give me a fortitude save real quick.
Uh-oh.
Eric, no! Don't get high on drugs. You should be high on
you're
life.
fine. You're pretty strong. You're fine. But it is
Can I session
exactly
reroll
what,
that?
what you're doing. If you
wants
want to
some
intentionally fail it, you can intentionally fail it. You can just just hit into this if you want.
Okay, I'm done. This is fine.
It is
No,
not.
sorry, not allowed to have fun around here, anybody. Okay.
Well, no,
let's be
you're
strong.
absolutely allowed. It's just that's kind of bad for your muscle. Look, come on. You know I wouldn't not let you have fun.
Zerg just like pockets some of the stuff he was smoking.
Dude, just the other guy is there, kind of sitting there, just sort of looks at you, and then looks at your chest, and then kind of just goes back to smoking his stuff.
He ain't saying shit.
Zerg, you are stupefied 1, but you have a +2 status bonus to saves against any fear effects.
Okay.
Oh, because you're high off your fucking
Because you're
rock,
too
Bruce.
stupid to realize you're in danger. That's awesome.
That is what we in the movie industry call excellent.
well,
And
off we go,
stupefied
I
1
guess.
just affects really just like knowledge checks. It does make your will save 1 lower, but it's +2 if it's against fear.
Well, cool.
All right,
So-
let's go.
Let's
Big
go.
group
Let's
of you
go.
Turning from this hive of scum and villainy, make your way back.
I think they were excellent hosts.
I want you guys to know, just breaking the fourth wall for a minute. Here's 100% of what I have. The bell tower is now incorporated into is high enough to be incorporated into the structure of the city above, and is connected to part of the basement of an abandoned pottery shop turned drug den. That is 100% of what I was given.
Wow.
That's what I have.
We made it a thing.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I enjoyed the shit out of that. By the time you make your way back down the stairs to this cavern here, where the dead spiders live,
I cast Produce Flame on him.
Zerg, you would largely be back in your normal head. You wouldn't be stupefied or have any of this kind of bonus here. With that short exposure, only lasts a minute or so. You would just be feeling possibly a wee bit more chill than usual. But a wee bit more chill combined with Trog Murder. I'm pretty sure I know what's going to win there. So.
We'll see.
What was it like, Mr. Batsky? The breath of the smokes,
What was what like?
which you just put in your mouth and did back there.
Don't say it like that, Gray. Come on.
I don't know what's this.
There's nothing in. I didn't eat anything. They didn't have any snacks. I asked.
Well, your face looks like it's melted a little bit.
Hey, Zerg.
Not again. Not again.
Rubs his
just-
face with his bone hand.
Just saying.
Zerg, what do you think spider tastes like?
Not good. I know this is not good. You think I haven't eaten spider before?
I don't
You
think
don't
you
get
have-
gains like this without
I don't think
trying
you've
a
eaten one
little
of these
spider.
spiders.
Yeah, how big of a spider have you really eaten? And follow-up question: are you a coward?
No and no.
So you want to eat one of these spiders?
They don't look very delicious.
Oh, it's like a giant crab.
They are very lean.
Yeah.
Their legs very narrow. Their body, like the only part of them that would be really large enough, even their thorax is fairly flat. They're not bulbous like a tarantula. They're almost flat-bodied. But large enough that there's probably something inside that exoskeleton.
It probably tastes like super chicken.
It's like wanders over,
Sorry?
picks it up, and like rip off some of the external, whatever you call it, like the exoskeleton shit that the
Yeah,
spiders
yeah.
have. Just
Yeah,
rip
dude.
off some of that and hold it in front of Ara. Come
It
on.
doesn't just be like a
Produce
solid
flame.
plate. It would be like a piece of
Yes.
bark.
Yeah,
Furry bark.
Peer pressure always works.
Produce
Good.
flame, produce flame, produce flame, produce flame.
He would,
Yeah.
Turn it. Hey, Zerg, turn it.
Oh, you think ahead this time?
Yes, produce flame.
he sears this small piece of chitin, almost.
Ah.
And ripping off one of the legs, sort of skewering this amount of meat that's left. Little more, and then I want to get sick again. Remember the time I was on the toilet for like 3 hours?
Yeah, we could have really used you.
Yeah.
Produce flame.
Yeah, I could have used help too.
I left you a lot of paper.
You did. This is true. But my asshole is twice as big as you are, so it didn't help much.
Oh, it wasn't off me. It was the documents left around the druidage.
You think this is cooked enough?
Yeah.
All right, I'll eat it.
Oh, I know I'm a plant.
Okay.
Interdimensional.
Does this give me like? Is this like
spider meat.
Spider-Man? Do I get like planeswalking powers or what?
What part of Planeswalking powers is like Spider-Man?
Well,
Come
he
on
gets
now.
bitten by a spider and then he gets fucking powers. Come on, bro.
He's a menace.
He's a menace.
I'll be a
He's a
spider
menace.
monkey.
Why don't you just
Oh,
roll me a
no.
D100?
Oh, please. Oh, please. Please.
I have a table for just this occasion.
That doesn't sound good.
Nice.
Oh, the gods are watching today.
I don't know what I
And
expected.
and they find us wanting.
I don't know what I expected.
Poor Sesame.
Mono rolls 1d100 his entire life and gets a 69 because of course he does.
Yeah.
It tastes kind of oddly like a raw potato.
Oh, okay. It tastes like potatoes.
Oh,
He's all right.
I like potato.
It's not great. He's fine.
It's nice.
Is he horny for the rest of the day or something? Or
It's not until later you find out the spider meat is a surprisingly strong aphrodisiac.
Why is everything a fucking aphrodisiac? Why is nothing ever boring? Like, it just gives, I don't know, like a mild stomach. It always makes it boring.
I've heard if it lasts for more than 4 hours, then we should probably get it checked out.
You should consult me.
Yeah.
Don't consult Arvis about the problem.
Consult the Stormlord.
This is why this group isn't on the Paizo channel. This is why we're here. Oh god.
Anyway.
Gentlemen, you want a bite of this? It honestly tastes fine. It tastes like potatoes. I'm not even messing around with you.
All right, no, I'm quite good, thanks. I'm glad it tastes fine. That's.
I
nice.
said it tastes like potatoes, not chicken. Chicken. Come on, have a bite, chicken.
I mean, you did tell him to eat it, so I
Buckety,
feel it's only
buckety.
fair.
Like, as I'm screaming, I'll take a bite.
You're not lying. It does in fact kind of taste like a plain, uncooked potato. Just obviously with the texture of some very lightly seared meat. It's an odd mesh of texture and taste, kind of.
An odd mash of potatoes.
That one was bad.
I think
Yeah,
you
it
have
was.
some
You
spite or hair right.
you get 3 out of 10 for that one.
Someone takes 5 mental damage.
Sweet. I thought you took it.
I took 50.
That's been a hero point to redact that entire phrase. Anyways,
Well,
Yep.
I guess we'll be heading down the staircase again.
the travel nugget.
I do think when we leave, we should go for that then.
For simplicity, I just copy pasted you up there so I could just drag you back at a later occasion.
I noticed.
Yeah, you can see both areas because
I was about to pull my small. I was going to see if I can pull a small token over.
So you make your way back down the stairs into the room where you had initially met the closet, the imp thingy, which hasn't shown back up since you left yesterday. Although it is largely invisible, so whether it's still here is a great question mark.
I also
then-
totally
About him.
forgot about it.
It definitely has not just not shown back up because I forgot he was here, if that's what you're implying.
Ah,
And
I
how
see.
dare you impugn my name as a GM. I definitely did not forget his existence until I just happened to scroll the map over his token. It was chilling on the GM layer. So as you can make your way back down the stairs, where are you heading? You at this point know that you have largely explored much of the first floor of Moonstone Hall here, save for whatever is beyond the Room of Terrifying Green Mist.
Oh, I don't like that room at all.
I don't think any of us do.
No.
What if we trigger whatever's there, we run to the other side, to where the big doors are,
How
lock
about-
it on the other side of the door, and then we can run back.
What?
If we get it, and then we take it over here, and then we put it on this side of the door over here, and then we close the door, and then we go back over here.
All right, go for it.
Why don't we just not set off the trap?
Now this door is
We
entirely not still here, where that demon had just destroyed it, bashing its way through before. The
No,
splintered
the double
charge of
doors
that-
is what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
know, but I'm saying this door in front of Barkbeard. The splintered
Oh,
wood
okay.
of that door just kind of mixed among the smashed pews in this chamber as a whole. The faint green haze still hangs throughout the hallway, but it seems almost thinner, and it doesn't really leak out at all into this larger chapel.
Well, so do you want to try again to disarm this trap?
Oh, someone's
Right?
not going to try. I will try. Not-
No! Fuck that. No.
You're not going in there again.
I'm
Selwyn.
going in.
No.
I'm running
you're
past
not.
him.
I can
Nice.
do.
Selwyn pushes by
Do I need to make another acrobatics?
the edge of this hall, largely darkness. Make me an acrobatics check.
Can I,
I can-
see
I
the
can-
room
I can
from
put
here?
light
Before I
in
go
here.
in, I would like to light myself, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I hate you so much. Alright. Your own light illuminating the bend in this hallway here.
All
Give
right.
me your acrobatics. Cautious one.
25. That's much better than the last time I tried.
I think you got like a 23 last time. It wasn't too bad.
No, it was terrible. I think I got
Was
like
it?
an 18.
Oh, maybe it was way worse than I thought. I thought you just barely missed it last time. The 25 is you sneak very cautiously through this mist, your own light almost reflecting off of whatever this haze in the air is, ironically making it more difficult to see. You cautiously look for a glow on the ground. Moving, light-footed as ever, a tiny step at a time. You see nothing. Until you've made your way past the apex of the hallway. Certainly past where this thing had been summoned before. But still no sign of the sigil on the floor.
I don't like this.
I'm gonna.
Make me a perception check.
So someone.
Right. Yeah, I'll make you a perception check.
Give me the eyeballs.
20. Wahoo. All right, let's start using all those fucking hero points I got.
There you go.
Custom shotgun, this one's for you.
I think you went from 6 to 5, so I
Oh,
have to
I
change
went
the
from
overlay.
19 to
Son of a
19.
beach.
Shotgun, what have you done to me?
Yeah, you don't see anything, and the rest of the party is starting to kind of file in behind you here. And Barkbeard, as you're coming in, I know you're searching as well. You and Arbus can be perception checks also. Aura, as you're detecting magic, you still do detect magic, and you still do sense an aura of conjuration. And the 24 and a 24. Hemlock and Arbus would both, as they come in, barely be able to make out in the center of this hallway here. The sigil, no longer glowing. A faint groove of what the rune once was on the ground, but unlit.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Aura, does it still detect as magical?
You're muted.
Yeah, I got magic. I'm always muted.
It is true. You are always muted.
It should be right here, someone.
Well, it's not here now.
If I point it out to her, can you see it?
Yeah, if you because point out's just an action. If anyone sees it, you can point out as one action, then everyone sees it. Just
Wait,
for
but the
free.
sigil isn't there anymore, right?
It is. It's just not lit up.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it
Yeah,
was
there's like
gone.
the grooves, very shallow, of the rune in the ground, kind of marred into the tile, but it's not lit. It's almost imperceptible because it's just a very slight depression in the floor now.
It was definitely giving me a very large depression last time.
God damn it!
Can't stop. The body
You did
off-
this custom
That
shotgun.
wasn't a
I hope
pun.
you're happy.
Well, is this still magical then, or?
I'm still
We're not-
detecting magic.
Hmm.
I can
Yeah,
s-
detecting
that's
magic, you do
convenient.
still detect the conjuration.
Oh, you do. Well, it's not lit up, so maybe it knows our presence now and is intimidated by Zerg.
or
Doesn't want to come out anymore.
Well, or Sir
it's
killed
just
it.
out of magic.
Well, he did say he killed it, did he not?
I mean, it wasn't there when we went back in, so I could only assume.
Why would we not believe him? Zerg would not lie to us.
Because 6
I don't-
seconds seems very quick.
you.
I'm.
We are defending you, Zerg, and your mighty strength.
Yes,
yeah,
good.
or the
I'm
magic.
strongest.
The
What's the question?
second strongest behind the Stormborn.
Arbus,
What?
can you
I'll
read the
show you
magic on this?
Stormlord, and I'll just walk ahead.
Oh no!
Yeah, let's do it.
And he
Wait,
just
sir,
walks.
I got a question. Do you think you could bench press Gosper?
Tell
Yes, I can bench press anything.
No, don't.
And he says that as he just pushes past you, walking down the hall, striding confidently, absolutely nothing happening whatsoever.
You can bench press my fears of this fucking hallway, clearly.
Now, since this little trap here is magical, it's still a trap, so you can both attempt to identify it, which would include whether it's still active, and attempt to disarm it even in case he is. But not knowing what's going on, a critically failed disarm check could activate it.
Can I do if I've ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, you got plus 10, right? Absolutely. Hot really news today. Barkbeard, as you look down at this thing, I mean, you were a tree outside, like near a druid's hermitage and near a tower of ancient, literally godlike power. And a fairly basic summoning rune is not something you'd be totally unfamiliar with. And it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a rune that you imbue with the magic to summon a creature. It's not gonna, like, automatically renew itself. It was triggered, it summoned the creature, it's now defunct. Caution! But he gone, though.
I tried with caution.
I would say it seems fairly safe now.
Of course it's
I would
safe.
like. Yes, but yes, quite. I don't know why I ever doubted you.
Thank you.
So what are all these
Were
doors
you saying
down
something's
here?
in there?
No,
Not anymore.
not anymore. No, I was just saying I was trying to be cautious, but you know, it didn't. Oh, I was also trying to be cautious the first time when I got brutally mauled.
You weren't trying, it
Sick.
just triggered anyway.
Yeah,
So this
well,
the back end of this hallway as it bends around does lead to two small, simple wooden doors on the side, as well as what appears to be a much larger passageway that the hall terminates in. As you come further in, the walls of these halls, especially near that further door, are smeared with blood, much more severely by the door, by the door at the termination of the hallway. And that pair of doors at the end are massive, squared slabs of ebony.
Ominous.
Those are pretty neat doors, I say. They'd probably keep out the monster, I guess. If
Barkbeard, open the door on the right.
this door.
Everyone just kind of standing around behind you, and you're like, as he's just musing, what nice craftsmanship on this door.
okay,
all right,
what do you
all
want from
right.
me?
I'll open this door. This seems like a good door to open.
So you open a door that leads down into what looks like it was once a storage area. That's made clear by a couple of moth-eaten priest robes still hanging from brass pegs on the walls, and a set of shelves still stocked with candelabras, bells, metal pendants, punctuated throughout with empty spaces where things were once taken. And this room, as you open the door, has a pretty light but notable flowery scent emanating out from what appears to be a bottle that had been shattered in the middle of the room, just looking like it was thrown with some force down towards the ground, sending glass fragments all across the floor.
Is there any like traces of like where liquid would have dried or something, or?
Yeah, there would be a stain in the center of the room, where clearly something had soaked into the floor, and this then just dried on the stone. It'd be fairly dark actually, and very visible.
Well, I guess I could walk in and see if I see anything unusual besides that.
You do not know.
Okay, well, this room was bust. Next door.
And the other room
Arbus.
leads into a storage area very well similar. But as the door opens here, Ara, you and your detect magic would actually ping off. Something in here is magical, and your aura would flare with a faint blue of abjuration. As you come in with Arbus's health, you'd fairly be able to easily be able to narrow it down. I can't talk today. To what looks like a very battered iron shield on a stand tucked back in the corner. It's dented, scraped, and it doesn't look like much.
I pick it up.
You pick it up. It is in
I
your
pick
hand
it
now.
up. I have the shield. I still have the spear. I look at someone. I'm a warrior now. The shield and spear in hand.
Right.
Enthusiasm.
You get him, little pint.
That's the
I
fighter.
guess
that
you could.
thing is one bulk. I know you're a tiny little sorcerer, and I'm not really sure where your capacity's at, but it's probably
don't know.
not bad.
It's not fantastic, but I'm not carrying a lot on me.
Yeah, I thought you might be okay because you don't have a whole lot of things. But it's a fairly hefty shield.
Is it as big as he is, though?
It's probably about half as big as he is. Like, he could hide. He'd have just the top of his head and the bottom of his feet poking out behind the shield if he held it up.
I'm carrying about 1 bulk worth of stuff.
Ah, yeah, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Not having armor is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I like my armor. It's 1 AC
would
I
love
would never
armor.
give away.
I would love to have some armor. I get hit a lot.
It's got stage armor, bro.
Well, so
can't.
this shield is magical, you're saying?
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, that's interesting, I would say. An interesting shield that's a magical, I don't know. I feel like that's very, I don't know, just, interesting kind of thing.
It's mine.
Well, okay. Well, I like it that you're taking the initiative. That's that's what we're trying to teach here at, the, whatever we're group called.
Circus of
What
Wayward
at the
Wonders.
whatever we're group called? I'm inspired. I don't know about you. That was a moving pep talk.
Yep.
Right.
What
I'm
are we
excited to
called,
be here.
Selwyn? What would our group name be?
I mean, Zerg was saying we were cigarettes earlier, but I don't know if that really counts.
the cigarettes of Wayward Wonders.
Tell me to say. So
Well, I did say.
I remember what you say. I repeat it immediately. I didn't forget. We are the cigarettes. Everybody drop your guard. I thought it was weird too, but this is what you tell me. So
Cigarette is not a bad name. I mean,
I like it. I think it makes sense because we're smoking, because we're hot.
you're
and
quite.
we're deadly.
We also
Who
give
is
people
smoke?
bad teeth.
While they're
Ooh.
discussing, I sit down on the ground with the shield and start trying to identify it. This is going to be a while.
Kind of cool. You get it? Like we're hot, but we're cool. But the
How
teens
could
like
we
this show.
be hot and cool at the same time, though? It's not.
And we relax people, like people are just generally relaxed around us. I
We're
would
good
say.
after sex times is good. I think cigarettes is good. Name.
Exactly. I really feel like
After
we're
what?
catchy.
I can see it
name.
now. The cigarettes of Wayward Wonders.
Yes, good. Change everything. Put it on the posters. This is good.
Look at what about the
Good thing.
Circus of Wayward Cigarettes?
Well, I didn't
Uh,
lose any.
That's true. You did.
Selwyn, I do not understand what is happening.
Okay. Okay. Let's go over it one step by step, right? Well, what is it you don't understand?
All of it.
Actually, no. Yeah. Let me reverse that. What do you understand?
Well, I realized that we wanted to have a group name, and that is it. The rest,
I mean, there's not really a group name.
well, I don't even know what a cigarette is.
What?
He said that it's hot and cold at the same time.
Oh,
not
right.
even
It's like
possible.
Cold
Right, it's like-
is
it's-
cool. Like
it's like a- it's
like
like a
Zerg.
riddle.
Cool. Yeah, no.
But you're not cool. You're sweat all the time.
Sweat is cool. Sweat is very cool.
It's
You tell
because
me
you're-
sweating is not cool. It means hard worker. Very strong.
But it's because
or
you're
extremely
hot.
fat.
Do I look fat to you?
No, you don't. I'm
Oh.
just saying there is the
You are
possibility.
very physically fit, but I'm just saying that you're
Exactly, which is cool.
not cool. I don't. No, you're hot because you're sweating.
Thank you.
Someone,
What?
I got it figured out.
What do you have figured out?
It's a better shield.
It's a better shield.
Yes.
Better than what?
Remember the shield Lizard would walk around with?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
better
sure it was a
than that.
barrel lid.
It was, in fact, yeah.
It's also better than whatever Barkbeard uses.
Yeah, Barbara,
Well,
do you
that's
want?
my own bark, so I feel like,
But are you sure you don't want some better bark?
Well, my bark is not magical, which really makes a difference.
Which is weird because you're.
Although I've
magical
heard certain
anyways.
parts of me are magical, but only at certain times.
Nice.
I'm turning to Aravis. Okay, I'm gonna need your reward on this. Do trees have genitals?
What? I'm still trying to understand the cool and hot thing.
Yeah, well, I'm having a different conundrum here, and I take precedence.
Arbus.
You're pulling me all in different directions.
Have you ever stuck your hand in the
Selling.
fire?
I've had my hand put into fire by people before, yes.
It gets so
That's
hot,
pretty
you
cool.
start to lose. It gets cold. You start to
Well,
lose sensation, and it grows cold.
My tribe said it would make me strong.
Oh, that's a lie.
No, that was not a lie. In fact, it made her very strong.
Fire doesn't make things stronger.
Well, it
did not
does. That's
like
why you
it.
use it so often.
I just give a sideways glance to Barkbeard. Don't talk to me.
Okay, so what is magical at certain times?
What?
Oh, are you talking to me? Well, I can show you later if you are interested.
I hit Barkbeard in the head with the shield.
Oh, wait, hey, excuse
Hey,
me, this
not
type of aggression.
cool. Not cool.
Yes, quite. This type of interpersonal conflict is not good for teamwork.
I'm really not ready.
Resource.
I don't think I'm ready to branch out that far yet.
Huh.
Oh, good.
That's a joke. I get it.
You know. Yeah. Well, okay. Then let's continue going. Then, yes.
Yes, let's leave. Zoe can do it too. Yes, very fun.
Yes, very funny. I'll high five him from down below.
I feel like you're all speaking in a language I don't understand.
That's because we are. It's the language of humor. Try to smile more.
I am just going to start cussing and yelling and screaming in Druidic so none of them can understand me.
That's bullshit, Gray. You know I want to learn Druidic.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to this door. This marvelous marble door.
Ebony,
I tried for years to trick one of you fucking stingy bastards to teach me.
opposite of marble.
You
Barkbeard.
could use
Right.
shields untrained. You don't have to
Yeah,
actually
there's
train
not shield
shields.
proficiency. There's no kind of
Yeah,
proficiency
you can just
for
have a
shield.
You just
Everybody
can't you just can't do the reaction shield block unless you have the feat,
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
You can raise it and get the AC. You just can't shield block with it unless you have shield block with. That's having shield block is the closest thing there is to a proficiency.
Cool.
Anybody can wield a shield. And just your hand's not free either because it's an occupado. Are you actually gonna carry this giant shield around?
Yeah.
Giant board for Ara. So, as you push open the just truly massive double doors here, leading forward into, well, whatever. It leads into, honestly, a somewhat less impressive chamber. The walls lined with marble, a matching set of enormous ebony double doors set at the opposite side. But standing in front of them is a statue. An enormous statue, standing all the way near to the ceiling, of a man in flowing robes with one hand raised up in a gesture of warning towards the door you're entering from. The statue looks pretty well damaged, actually, appearing to bear cracks so large it looks like entire chunks or limbs of this statue have been broken off and reattached at a later occasion. Along with that, there are some large chunks of stone strewn throughout the middle of the floor, but the room is otherwise completely bare, save again this strange statue. It bears a circlet on its head with a large pointed gem in the center, a pointed goatee, and hair brought back with an amulet, that same symbol of a rodent, strung around its neck. And in its free hand behind it, it carries a lit, burning brazier. The flame still crackling softly, even after however long it's been here.
So it's made of marble, and the only thing that's not made of marble is the gem in its forehead.
No, the two doors. The thing is also still marble.
Oh, okay. Well, this looks ominous. Does anybody else think it's just going to walk up to us and start whapping us at any time?
It
or
is
is that just
standing.
me?
It's not like off to the side. It is standing in front of the door. Like it's physically blocking the doorway.
Are you still detecting magic aura?
Always.
And you would, in fact, still detect another aura of what I'm pretty sure is abjuration.
I want to go on and say that
It's
Aura looks like
transmutation. I lied to you.
Aura looks like Kid Link with the healing and shield on his back.
Yeah, your detect magic would glow the orange of picking up transmutation.
Transmutation.
Now, Barkbeard, make me a perception check because you're up in the front of the doorway here.
Okay. Perception. 31.
Well, the 31, you would see that underneath, almost entirely underneath one of the larger pieces of rubble near the center of the room, there is a small folded piece of paper discarded amongst these shattered bits of stone. That doesn't appear to have come from anywhere you can see.
Well, I feel like the statue does not want us to go further, as the pose may suggest, and we would like to go further. I could walk over to those doors over there and open them. Everybody else could run, and then we could close the doors. Or we could just fight it regularly, like a regular person, because I'm sure
I like the full assumption it's gonna fight you.
this
Everybody
is
else has.
this place is rather aggressive. I am actually, I was rather surprised that the eye in the entryway did not have some kind of defense on it or something, because I was almost positive. Either way, okay, well, I guess we could just walk in. That seems like a good idea. Anybody have a problem with that? I guess I'll raise my shield instead of doing perception, since I'm kind of certain that this guy is going to be a wappy wap. All right. I step in the door.
Close the door.
Go and arrange yourselves wherever you guys are, as Barkbeard's gonna move to the door here. Zerg's not. Zerg's up, but I'm sure he's gonna be at the front. This what you guys want?
I don't think it's about one anymore.
Because I mean, like, come on, let's all be real. Let's all be real.
Yeah,
It's obviously animating. Never,
of course.
never, ever has a thing been more obvious. I mean, the statue is stood directly in front of the door. The structure of the statue is blocking the doorway itself. So it couldn't be any other way. And as you come in and you Barkbeard steps through the doorway with some grating of stone on stone, the statue shifts its full body around to face you before lifting a foot, moving surprisingly, weirdly effortlessly forward. I'm gonna need me some initiative, friendos.
Yeah.
I'm having a rough go of it.
Well, you do have a huge bucket of hero points, and Zerg rolled a
It
1.
is true, but it's. I'm just gonna follow Bryn and not use him, which I've already
It
made the
is.
mistake of using one.
I know. It's really a mistake. I can understand weakness in times,
Yeah,
You never have to worry about your hero points betraying you if you never use them.
it's true.
Exactly.
All right, so Barkbeard, as you come in and this thing is shifting towards you, it's moving surprisingly smoothly, but it's not particularly quick. And as it moves, no dust or anything falls off of this, as if it hasn't even had time to accumulate on the statue.
And you're saying the piece of paper is like here?
And it's like kind of in the center room, kind of underneath, like right in front of it.
Huh. I'm interested in piece of paper. I am going to.
Also, this token is legitimately freaking. The popping it up is smaller than it is on the screen, but this token's actually sick.
Yeah.
I'm going to step forward, grab the piece of paper,
All right.
and then move back over here and hand it to Selwyn. I did find this in the room, and I think it might be interesting. Although it could be totally unrelated, like a grocery list, so, either way.
So as you quickly dart in and step back out of the room, the statue actually rotates back, placing its foot back down and resuming its previous position. Ara?
Well, Selwyn, what do you think we should do?
I need to read this paper. Give me a moment. It needs to do my turn first.
I'm gonna wait for Ara to go, or
Go
Selwyn
ahead
to
and
go.
just have a round pass realistically while Selwyn is reading the paper and kind of catching everyone up on it. So, because unless anyone wants to rush in the room or anything, if everyone's waiting for Selwyn to read it, a round or two passes while this statue is chilling and she's reading through whatever this is. So as I look directly at Zerg's camera. You can't see where I'm looking. Just like
Just in case.
so as you open it up, it looks like a bulleted list. Clearly, it is.
It was a grocery list, I knew it.
It's several items. Most of them have been crossed off, save for one fairly early on, one about halfway through, and two near the bottom. However, it's written in a language that I am 100% positive none of you speak.
Okay.
Okay, I'll trust you on that.
As you kind of share this with the party that this is not terribly useful at the current moment. Barkbeard?
Well, I guess we get our whooping sticks out. I see no other option here.
Well, actually, just resetting this
will-
fight. I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah. I will get down into kind of grow out roots, get back into my stance. And then I think, just out of curiosity, I am going to take out a spear that I have in the back of my thing here, and I'm just going to chuck it at him just to see generally what happens.
So as you throw it out toward him, a couple of things will happen. But the first is giving me an attack roll.
Okay. Oh, that's javelin, but it's the same attack.
With 25, it's going to kind of hit, but just clatter harmlessly off of him. And then as a reaction, the statue's palm is going to close, and the doors will instantly swing shut in front of you.
This is very good information that we're gathering here. Okay. So basically what we've learned today is if we exit the room, he turns off, mostly. So, and he also closes the door if he's attacked, so I guess we should all go in the room at one time. That seems like the most reasonable course of action.
Do we need to go this way?
Well, I
At
don't
this
see any
point,
other
you
way to
will have
go.
exhausted. You've been everywhere else in Moonstone Hall. The doors behind him are the only ones you know of. You've been throughout this temple that you haven't entered yet.
Can I look at that list and see if I can decipher anything?
Give me a society. I'll give you a shot.
Sweet.
I'm leaving the initiative table up because I imagine this is functioning
Right, yeah.
resetting the fight again, and it'll just be Barkbeard again. Now they're making us reroll initiative 15
I am
times.
re-rolling this. Using... All right, Chuck, I
That
don't feel
brings
me
you down
this
to
time.
4. Now you lose your fancy plus symbol.
Ah, damn it.
What an
Oh,
amateur.
wow.
Oh,
I have had exorbitantly bad luck tonight.
We're due.
You have had some sadness today.
It
I am
is pretty
truly sorry.
sad.
Yeah.
But looking it over, no, you can't really suss out anything about it.
I'll contact my good old demon friend.
You know what? I'll actually give you a 15. With a 15, nope, never mind. Dang it. I thought I had something I could give you, but it's something that you, it relates to something you don't know about yet. I thought I could draw you a connection at least. I almost
Someone-
screwed myself though, but it's
Right.
okay.
Can
I
I-
caught myself.
I'd
Every
like to
GM
contact
does it
my-
occasionally.
my,
Oh, it's like that thing. You don't know about that thing. Never mind.
Damn it.
I'd like to contact my demon friend and ask if she knows this language.
I'd like to phone a
Ooh.
friend.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
Phone a friend. I
Yeah.
love it.
as you're looking at it, the party is all kind of standing here, not really sure how to proceed, figuring this out. I'm gonna reach out to Tilby. True
Does he do
desperation.
anything when that she do anything when that happens? Is it some kind of visible?
No, it's just a
like just the
telepathic
pure mental,
connection.
yeah.
Yeah, so there's nothing you would see at all, actually. As you
Sucks to be honest.
contact her, Derek, we've talked about this. No player points. We talked about this.
And what now?
As you contact her, and she, they kind of explain your situation. Well, Sullivan, you know I can't see through your eyes. This isn't that kind of a magical connection. I can't simply scry your location and solve this for you. I'd have to find some way to meet back up with you. Besides, does it... And then she asks you some basics about like what the characters actually look like, and
Right.
the language and stuff, and you kind of explain through it a bit. And she's thinking, well, I may be mistaken, because this is certainly odd. But it seems to me, first of all, unfortunately, I don't believe I can help you either, but is that not the language of the cat folk? That sounds like what you're describing as a Murran.
And I'll stifle a scream.
Just mentally screaming.
Yeah.
I get a sense that has upset you. Is that right?
It's always that fucking cat!
Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity, love. I'm very much interested. You keep so many secrets from me, Sullivan. How can I
I'm not
help
keeping
you?
any secrets. It's a fucking cat that's been.
And the rest of you would know at this point, like someone's met. You'd see someone like staring at this list, getting visibly mad. But
Ellen, what's wrong?
I'll think to Sylvia. I'll call you back.
you have to
can
tell
read
me
it?
about this sooner or later. I'm interested now. This sounds like an
And
awesome story.
I'll like just quickly mental note. Like I'll tell you, the moment I get out of here. You got the entire story.
Where's the
And I'll look up to them. Well, I don't speak the language, but I know what it is.
What
It's in cat.
Didn't cat?
It's
look
in the
at it?
cat language.
Oh.
cat?
It's fucking dust like it again.
Well, I guess that doesn't really help us in the immediate future. Unfortunately, I was really hoping.
Are we still rolling by initiative turn order?
I was just talking right now. I'm just keeping this up. I guess I can. We've had problems where I put it away and then pull it back up before, where it doesn't keep it. Because I was gonna save everyone re-rolling everything, and we haven't even had a fight yet. And that's just there for when the door inevitably opens back up and we do things. But no, you can just talk.
Someone,
Yes.
can I see the piece of paper?
Yes.
Now, I know you let someone roll it. Can I roll it?
The
Can I
society
idiot
check?
savant it? Yeah, I'm
Give me a
trained.
Society check. Give it to me, little potato.
I'm only trained, but yeah.
You
I rolled the
tried.
same exact die as he did.
You definitely just do not speak that language. And you've got no idea what it is. Seems as
Well-
possible as anything.
Back to the immediate present, I guess. We all need to be in the room before we attack this.
Well, it seems like, and this is just me speculating, she's crossing off things.
Wait, no. The paper. Wait, for the marble?
What?
For the statue? Are we on the same page here?
I'll look
The
at
page
the
is
note.
right here.
And nobody can read it.
But what would she try? What would make sense?
Probably hurting people.
Would there be a religion check to, glean any information about this fucking statue and what its purpose
I'll
is?
give you a religion check for me. I'll let you throw one. Toss me some dice. The more dice I let you throw, the more inevitability of you rolling decently approaches, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I
throw
mean,
out
it
D20
approaches
too.
one, but it only approaches one.
Asymptotes are close enough.
Oh hell yeah!
by
25.
definition. With a 25, seeing that statue, you would definitely recognize it as the visage of Erodin himself, complete with a stone longsword at his side, the symbol, and the robes and armor that he's commonly depicted in. You unfortunately would not really be able to tell a whole lot more than that, other than what little you know about like the ancient religion of Erodin. I guess I keep thinking it's ancient because my brain has Erodin filed as dead god thousands of years ago. No, Erodin died like 30 years ago. This is still super recent. With what you would know about Erodin worship, he's not a super violent or aggressive god, and this being a temple to him, it's unlikely that is there for purposes of hostility, more for protection. As if whatever was kept beyond that door was so dangerous or so powerful that it was better that statue possibly killed them than they were allowed access.
So we need to appear as someone who would be allowed access.
We got the prayer beads.
We do.
We got the prayer beads. We got the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Are there? There's some priest uniforms in this room, were there not?
Fairly moth-eaten, but there are. They're there.
I mean, we could try if you would, if you feel like it's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, we can't make Arbus do it.
No, that's probably heresy.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
have
don't
to let
trust-
me pass.
I don't trust Zerg to do it.
What? Zerg's very trustworthy. Besides, how many robes are there?
I mean, there are plenty. This was obvious. You can see once it was a grand-sized temple. There wouldn't be enough small-sized ones for the group of you, as he's the god of
Well, they
humanity.
could be
and
baggy. He's
yeah,
not
like
into
non-human
fashion.
worshippers were uncommon, but there would be plenty for the group of you.
What if
I figured.
the three little ones get on top of each other's shoulders and wear
That's a great idea. Alright,
pass.
why don't you come over here?
I'm,
You can have
I'm not gonna wear those clothes.
You don't need to be the head, you can be legs.
I'm not gonna wear those clothes.
That's okay. Well, we only need to try it with one person, so I guess I can try to wrangle myself through these things. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
So you can, like, this robe's got some big old patches missing. It's got some holes, but at the end of the day, it's a very plain robe. It's very plain white, with a white, there's some white and gilded stoles as well, but they aren't even symbols of Erodin or anything on them. They're very standard looking. It could be a very fine bathrobe, really.
Well, maybe we need some symbols of Erodin. I did not think about this, but I'm going to try this anyways. Either way, I feel like we do.
Well, he's wearing a circlet.
I mean, there would also just be like separate symbols of Erodin in the room as well. I mean, there's all sorts of priestly gear in
Yeah.
here. You could also
Oh.
just grab a symbol of Erodin.
I would also like to grab a symbol, just, for experimental purposes. I see no reason not to.
Yeah, there's several amulets with plain steel symbols of Erodin. Just the eye hanging on a black cord.
Ah,
A white
perfect.
cord.
I'm gonna get
That's
one of
more
these, and I'm just
religiously.
going to show it to him, you guys. And if this doesn't work, then we have backup plans.
As you open the
Um,
door,
I'll pull out the circlet we have. The broken one.
one you taken from the Trog priest?
Yes.
It works out that this row is very has all these holes in it because I also have lots of that leaves more places for branches to go through.
So Barkbeard right now kind of looks like you put a trash bag over a shrubbery, and
No, I don't think that's gonna work.
this rope
It's
is kind of
totally would
poking out everywhere, with his various branches and growths. But someone has that.
Perfect.
Circle it with a couple of cracked little moonstones.
Okay, I step in the room again.
I'll wait up a second, Barkbeard. And I'll
Okay.
hold out a circle, put this on as well.
Okay, I am the most beautiful. Okay.
Barkbeard is the prettiest princess.
So I've got a trash bag, the little symbol here, and a tiara. I'm really going places. Perfect. So I step back in the room, and I stare down. I'm gonna stare down this statue.
As you step in, the statue does not move.
I'm going to step closer. Now, here, statue, I would like to go into those doors on the other side. I'm qualified to be here as an Erodonite.
And while
And
you're
I feel like-
talking, he starts shifting and stepping out to the side, away from the door. And as he clears it, he turns back, and the statue puts its hand down, still holding the brazier aloft, and takes a knee.
I'll walk into the room, see if anything changes.
Huh.
These are my acolytes. They have not earned their robes yet.
And as you
dear
walk in, the statue immediately starts standing back up until Barkbeard motions to you, mentioning that you are acolytes, and then it resumes its position.
Yes. They're on their way to learning. Not to worry, Mr. Statue. This
I'm
is
just pulling this up so I can clear it.
this is very important official business. Erodon business. Yes. And this door looks lovely to open. Does this door open?
It does not. As you walk up to that
Oh,
second very large door, it is most certainly locked.
Look, I forgot my keys. Someone, did you have that key around here somewhere? Acolyte Selwyn.
Do we have a key?
Yes, she's got that great key. That set of skills that she has keys
Is there a
for really
keyhole?
any door.
Okay, I'll walk in. Does the statue fuck with me?
As Barkbeard has told it not to, it does not, no.
I'll walk in. Is the door open first of all?
No, it's locked.
Like, no,
Did you roll
is
20
it locked?
pooping?
Oh,
This door near Barkbeard.
yeah. Sorry,
No, it is super sealed.
super
I
sealed.
want to come in
Okay.
too.
I'll grab out my thieves' tools.
Yes, that key. It's very finicky. Sometimes you have to work on it.
Wait,
for,
can you not just tell the statue to open the door?
But it doesn't know. Do you know how to open this door? I don't think it knows how to open
Just say "open this door" in a very regular voice.
Do you mind opening this door for me, Mr. Statue? As a superior, I would appreciate it because my acolytes are useless in most occasions and have forgotten the key.
The statue does not react. Still
That's
retaining
okay.
its
I
ability.
understand if you're
okay.
shy.
Try that again, and now try commanding it.
But I was commanding it.
You were not. You were saying if you don't mind, just tell it open this door. Those 3 words, nothing else.
I don't want pressure him into anything, Solon.
What's
If
the
he's
door look
not comfortable, then I don't
It looks
feel
just like the first set of doors. It's a massive pair of ebony slabs set in a square frame.
Tell it to open this door. I'll take that circlet. And then I'll tell it.
Did you try
Yeah.
praying to the door? Did you try knocking?
Can we see any, keyholes in this door, by the way?
It does not have any obvious keyhole, no.
Someone,
Statue, I demand at
pass.
once
someone, the prayer
open
bead.
this door as this is important official business, and I don't have time for your dilly-dallying.
The statue does not move.
Okay, fair enough.
You feel like that
Oh,
was
good enough.
fairly, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
What's up?
I hand Selwyn the prayer beads.
Okay,
I don't know. Did you try knocking?
I'll try knocking.
As you knock upon the door, almost just like hitting on a flat rock. It's so massive. Nothing really happens. Zerg and Arbus, what are the pair of you doing? Still in the doorway here, just kind of watching across the room, peering, giving it your peeps.
Zerg's gonna take a step in, tentatively.
And it didn't go after Ara. At this point, it doesn't react to you stepping in either. Still kneeling, hand across, taking one knee, hand across its own knee, holding the brazier with its other, kind of aloft in front of it.
Zerg's just gonna sort of walk past the statue. Yes, I could lift your god. I could bench lift you. Not even that strong. All right. And just standing back, watching on as they try and open the door.
Arbus?
Now, Arbus back there is actually not an acolyte. She's actually for information. We invited her here from the Gosrin
I am the
Temple.
Valatu. I am the Stormborn.
Oh, here we go again.
I am
That is
not-
why she's here to help us in our very important hasty quest, Mr. Statue. Stupid statue. This thing doesn't listen to me at all.
It's a statue. You can't expect statues to be a living thing.
Well, it moved perfectly fine. I see no reason it couldn't.
I wanna copy the statue's pose.
It's not because it
I like
doesn't
this
want
pose.
sorry, it's not because it can't. It's because it doesn't want to. It has a heart of stone.
hate you. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Just ignore him.
That'll never work.
I'm gonna make. Can I make a perception check to see if it's like a swinging door or like a door that slides or like?
I mean, the hinges appear to be on the inside, which because they're not visible here, which would imply that it probably swings inward. It's just very large.
I'm
pretty
gonna walk
hefty.
around to this side and be like, yes, look this direction, Mr. Statue, and my friend Zerg over there will. Don't mind any loud noises from
The
that
statue
direction.
has its head bowed. It's looking kind of. It's down towards the ground. Like
Perfect.
it was already doing that.
I think this party
Good.
has trouble with doors.
I kicked the door.
Oh god.
Oh, 32. What a damn
the door.
legend. And with just like the boot of nations, Zerg hits this door so hard that it just smashes inward. You kick it so hard that whatever mechanism and centralized in it has been holding it shut just bursts. That's
I'm gonna try and cough over it. Man, really, my
Are you
my
okay?
chat.
Do you need
Wow.
me to take a look at you?
Send-
Yeah,
Sending
but maybe we should look further out down this next
shards of
door.
black stone tumbling down the staircase.
Okay, let's keep moving, just in case. Thank you, Mr. Statue. Thank you. You're very good, doing good work for the, people. Yes, good job. I like it as we move forward.
And so you all moving down
Toodaloo,
the stairs.
Statue. We'll see you on the way back, probably.
Oh,
Important business.
freaking legendary. And the group of you head down the staircase. You couldn't possibly close the door behind you if you wanted to, because Zerg pretty much destroyed it. And
Good job,
You-
sir. You're a very good finesse weapon here.
you end up going down a fairly massive flight of stairs, descending further down into the darkness.
Can I
And
take off the robe and put it in a bag so I don't ruin it?
it's already,
just
like
in case for
mothy
future
and kind
use.
of torn to shit. But
Well, I
sure.
don't want it to catch on fire and then we'd not be able to use it ever again.
Fair enough.
Why would it catch on fire?
I don't know.
As you head down another set of steps worn smooth by countless generations of feet, it winds down to a corner as the spectacular stonework and the magnificent marble, the rich air of Moonstone Hall, kind of falls behind as you head down to the underlevels. The masonry gives way to much more standard stone. The grand arcing ceilings that have been above you for so long descend down to a more reasonable 12-ish feet, like a standard room. The hallway in front of you squared off and bending away to the right.
Well, I guess we continue on here.
What do you see?
Well, there's some. Is that light from something else?
It's freaking roll 20, really. I mean, to be fair, it's not roll 20's fault. It's whoever made this map put torches literally everywhere in the place that is explicitly dark throughout. So there would perhaps, let's go with a happy middle ground here. There would be a very faint light emanating from an ancient sconce in the wall, with what possibly was previously much more of a standard torch over hundreds, if not thousands of years, the magic having withered away to just a very dim glow. But around the corner, you would pretty clearly see that this hallway continues and then becomes a large, wide, sweeping intersection. And strewn across the floor here are strange bits of discarded bones, what look like fragments of broken weapons, and the ever-present stench of trogs. Thicker down here than it was up top.
Well, we've found them. That's always nice. Can I make I'm gonna switch back to perception seeking, by the way.
Yeah, you're doing your looking.
Because I don't want to run into any traps or whatever. Anyway, well, guys, it seems like we are in the right place. There's nothing like that, nice trog-like stench to really get your blood flowing, right? Right, Zig?
Imagine everyone's kind of coming up here because Arbus is like completely in darkness. Yeah. And
Zerg is immediately in hunting mode, looking for Trog at the smell.
Are you just looking at a completely black screen and not telling me, Shamil?
Yes.
That's why you tell me.
I had faith that eventually the Stormlord would show me the way.
I just realized you're chugging that vision for some reason. Anyway.
Well, I guess
Zark
we
starts
go.
storming after this immediately.
Wait,
Okay.
follow along.
Left, right, center.
Sir, do you want the light on you?
So hard to drag everybody, but everybody is moving their tokens, but like one tile
Well,
at a
it's
time
because
as I
we're
try to grab
We're
the group nugget
inching.
to
Barkbeard,
move you all
left.
forward. So as you arrive in the center of this intersection here and can look around you, you can see a hallway that terminates in a door to your right and left, whereas the path before you seems to lead directly into a more open chamber with a wood-paneled floor and bits of a rug visible strewn across it. But it's around here you would be a little bit distracted by something different. Every direction around you, every path down this hallway would manifest a creature. What looks to be a ghost, a specter. Incorporeal, transparent, drifting down the hall towards the group of you. All of them look like clergy of Heroism. They look like priests. They're wearing the vestments, the robes, their hair drawn back, whether men or women. But one looks much more elderly, the one before you. This ghost, in his incorporeal form, his head set with something that looks very similar to the circlet that you had stolen from the Trogs, but intact, without the cracked, damaged gems, with a large golden symbol of Heroism set on a massive chain fastened around his neck, and green gilded robes flowing down his body as he floats and approaches. They all stop some distance from you. The 3 other ghosts stopping about 10 or so feet back, giving you some distance, whereas this elder one, the first, comes a bit closer, stopping maybe 5 feet shy of Zerg and Barkbeard. As he kind of looks down at you, arms folded in front of him. Who are you, and why have you come? I am Zul, Minister of Moonstone Hall. Who are you to tread its hallowed chambers?
I kill Trog. This is what I do. Here to kill Trog. This is all.
As he shifts his gaze more over towards you. Trog, you say?
Yes.
Those foul beings now infesting my hallowed halls.
Yes, I'm here to destroy all of them.
If that is what
Same.
you seek, our minds are aligned. Tread lightly, Tress. And he kind of stops. He's looking across the party. Wait a moment. And he, as he looks at Erebus, he almost kind of like he trails off. His train of thought just kind of fading away. Trespassers. No. Acolytes, then. As the clergy come so far as to abandon their temples so thoroughly.
We found out about this temple from Ezekiel, Knight of the Aeon Star. I don't know if you know him.
And he holds up a finger kind of pointing towards Arvis. Your devotion has waned, Valatu, to let this temple fall into such disrepair. Your shame should be felt by generations.
Are
you
you
yours,
quite
Sven?
sure you have the right Valatu? I feel like you may.
I'm very confused at the moment.
Well, you have arrived now at the very least. And make no mistake, the very least it is. Take your dregs and wipe these halls of their invaders, these trogs. Remove them, and you'll suffer not my wrath.
Gladly.
Wind has brought me here to do such things.
I imagine it finally has. There is more here for you to find. It has awaited you for aeons. But that will have to wait until purity has been restored. But if you have been brought here so urgently, and he gestures towards the door off to his left, to your right, the scholars put their knowledge into books, you'll find. There are a dozen of them, if not more. Handle them, and perhaps redemption still waits in your favor. Well, is there more you need?
Do you know the
No.
direction of the trucks?
And he just gestures outward with both hands. The infestation is throughout, whelp, thanks to your negligence, as he points to Arabis again.
Arabis, you work with Trogs? Why you never tell me this?
not work with Trunks.
I would certainly hope not, but your absence has allowed their infestation.
I don't like the way he's talking.
When
Okay,
I was taught of the prophecy, and mind you, I was there when it was created, I had never imagined it would wait so long for humanity to fall so far into the ditches to finally grace us with its presence.
And you act like that's Arbus's fault?
He kind of looks down to Ara.
I'm puffed
Bring
up.
these beasts of burden into our halls. You sully it with animated plants, Valatu.
Oh, this is rude. And
You
uncalled for.
know of this. You know of the prophecy.
He looks almost off guard. Do you not?
I was told I would save things from the darkness. Never exactly. I just followed
Well,
the
so
wind.
far you can't manage to save a building from trogs. Now deal with that, and we'll speak more later.
Doing better than you are.
That Zool, as well as the rest of the poltergeists shimmer out of existence, leaving you here again in this intersection alone.
If I could spit, I would.
Why is there always a direct correlation between how old someone is and how rude they are?
Boomeritis?
Ah,
Is that a thing?
So I don't think we should clear out the hall.
I think we should.
well, we have to.
Not
I
because of
mean,
him, but because of us. And because there's more trucks to kill.
I was brought here for a reason. This is my duty.
It is odd that someone of Eridan is interested in you, given your particular brand of belief.
And I
It is
suppose
food for thought.
what certain more to that there is will be left for a later discovery. Next week, perhaps. Or maybe even later. It is certainly time for us to wrap up today's adventures, everybody. But before we tread yet deeper into Moonstone Hall next week, you'll be going with another level under your belts. Everybody taking a nice level 7.
Yeah.
7 from heaven.
Take your power. Take your
Hello,
glory.
fireball.
I am glad that we have sussed out bypassing the statue encounter because
That would have been bad.
he's tough. It's a tough one. Let me read to you from the annals of this fight. It is just a single. It's just him. It's just his bestiary monster, but with the elite template. So he is, by what could stand alone as a fairly scathing condemnation of the moderate severe difficulty scaler of Pathfinder 2nd edition, a moderate encounter. Let me read to you some high points from the card of that statue. 28 AC.
Oh shit.
So just good
I'm
luck,
done.
idiots. 21 to hit
Oof.
for 2d12 plus 8 plus grab.
Ouch.
Oh no.
And once it has you grabbed, it can just, as an action that has no roll or trait, it can just grind you into the brazier for another 48 damage. Just free.
Ouch.
10 hardness. So
Oh.
this reduces all the damage you do to it by 10.
He has DR10.
He just has DR10 everything because it's hardness.
Oh fuck.
And immune to basically any kind of debilitating effect you could give it. It's
Yep.
not immune to magic. It's not a golem, but it is immune
What's
to
his reflex save?
12. Not fantastic,
Oh.
actually. It is a large
Well, not
stupid
bad.
statue.
Yeah.
It can be, but the problem is if you wanted to trip it or something, you need Titan Wrestler because it's 2 size categories larger
Yeah.
than medium. It's huge.
Lucky for y'all.
Yeah, he has that listed.
You could
That's like the
wrestle
first thing
it.
it took.
Zerd
Yeah.
could have wrestled it. Its fort is
Of
19.
course he would have.
So its fortitude DC is 29 to successfully grapple it or do anything.
That's only slightly below 50%.
Yeah, no, it's actually, that's not super terrible. It's just like, it is just a giant pile of stats.
Yeah.
And the 10 hardness with a plus 28 AC and 120 health, that thing would have lasted forever. Thing would have straight up lasted forever. That is it is a meaty goddamn punching fest. A moderate, by the way, not a
boy.
severe. It's a moderate because it's technically an 8th level creature.
Right. I think it's just like it will come down to the action economy kind of hitting it.
Yeah, it is an action economy fight because it is 5 of you versus one thing that does not. It is big beat stick. It is like the
Yeah.
epitome of big beat stick. All it can do is punch
Literally.
you lots. But yeah, it's sort of a big asshole of a fight. But I feel like the way we
God.
got past it was both way
Yeah.
cooler and way less generally frustrating for 45 minutes. And now we got down to the 3rd chapter of the 2nd book. Echoes under Escadar, the depths of Moonstone Hall, and I'm going to show you the cover art for this chapter on account of it looks really, really good. It's neat. They got some of my favorite art in
Looks really cool.
Oh, that is really neat.
That is super cool.
Yeah, that's really good stuff.
Below, you are going to face trials and tribulations pretty significantly beyond anything you fought so far, and a whole lot of trogs to continue just wantonly murdering. And it looks like possibly some interesting knowledge as well, perhaps.
Yes.
Anyway, that's going to be it for us today, everybody. Chats, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out, bearing with our early technical issues there. I appreciate you guys. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Another episode of the Extinction Curse. If you're looking for more Pathfinder before that, this Saturday, as every Saturday, I'll be live with my other campaign over at twitch.tv/officialpaizo. It's going to be a little later than usual because we're going to be part of the Gen Con programming, which is pretty neat. It's on a partner channel, so still through Paizo, you go to the same place. It's going to be starting about 2 hours ago, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And of course, then I'll be doing normal streams, doing Ghost of Sushi Roll stuff tomorrow. That game's pretty neat.
Sushi roll.
I have a whole list. I have a whole list of these. My stream title's been something different every day.
Game is so good.
It is
Holy
actually
crap.
super good. It's pretty good. It's not like mind-blowingly amazing, but it's pretty good. I had my first stream was Ghost of Tushibas, and then it was Ghost of Toshiba, and then it was Ghost of Sashimi, and then it was Ghost of Toonami, and tomorrow's Ghost of Tuna Sushi. Anyway,
Nice.
good night,
Just
everybody.
gonna run out of names eventually.
Wrong.
Baby.
I will definitely run a game from names. Don't you test me.